say that doesn't actually start. There we go. And we're live. For a second, I thought I was going to jinx myself and it wasn't going to work. But okay, so we're live, and we're going to play a little Swords and Wizardry third, I guess, the reprinted complete. And the module that came as part of the Kickstarter called the Five Maidens. And we're going to play through this and have some fun, hopefully. So let's see. So this kind of starts off a little narratively here. So I'll start that way. We'll just, there's a lot of reading to do in this. So essentially, the city or town of Nigh it's a pretty remote and not visited very often because it's mostly surrounded by the sea that has terrible, terrible storms, and it's very difficult for ships to get in and out of the harbor. And on the other side of it is kind of wastelands. So they've got their little community there that's pretty self-sufficient. Some people, like very hardcore adventurers that go through the wastelands, will stop in and out, and occasionally fishing boats. But pretty much this place is not the place you normally would visit. However, they've been having even more trouble lately. About a month ago, I guess, one of the statues, the way that they handle justice in this town is they have these five maidens. They're statues of the five maidens, who are their god, basically, or one of their gods. And what happens is,
I made like a 3-minute video about like this, like chasing me down.
what happens is when somebody commits a crime, they're brought before these statues and left there, and for overnight or whatever. And then when the morning comes, if they were guilty, they're gone. And if they're innocent, then they're still there, and then they're innocent, and they can basically be set free. However, that system has not been working lately. People that have definitely committed crimes, like people have seen them do it, have been put forth in front of the maidens and not been convicted. And they believe the reason for that is one of the statues has gone missing. So there's only two laws in Nigh. Do not take what's not yours. All is sacred. And the second one, do not speak the name of the gods. So those are the two laws. As long as you don't do those two things, you should be fine. And everything's been going on. So basically the temple now, because it's missing this maiden, one of its statues, is seeking adventurers to kind of come figure out what's going on, to find this thing. And you've just spent the last week or so on a boat heading towards Nigh. And essentially you go through some terribly, terribly rough waters, and then an amazing calm where you're essentially sitting out there for almost a week, actually. So I guess it's about 2 weeks to get there. And then finally, because the captain does not want to use the oars to row in, they have faith in the gods. They're very, very religious in this area. So once you actually get to shore, the captain essentially drops you off and points you towards the temple, where you can speak with the priests to see if you can help them with this problem, the missing maidens. And I'm going to show you the map. Can I put on my map? And basically, I can do this. And now it doesn't switch. So I can do this. So basically, this is your map, and I'll try to point out some things. You come in here at the top, where that's the ship's dock, the docks, if you will. And then up here is the temple, with some stairs coming up to it. This is a really huge tower out in the middle of the sea, which has a bridge going to it. And then most of the rest of this is just houses, which we'll deal with as we move forward. One thing you definitely notice is that the way Nigh is set up, it's basically 1 and 2 story buildings, and all of them have these like large iron poles going straight up into the air. At least one on each house, oftentimes multiple poles. And as you were kind of coming in, you could definitely see that this is pretty consistent throughout the whole place. So pretty much even the temple has these tall iron pipes, if you will, coming off the ceiling. So the captain that you are on the ship with is called Soonstrike, Captain Soonstrike, and she basically gets you to the shore and lets you off. You were on the ship for a while with Soonstrike too, so if there's anything you want to ask her, just general stuff, we can kind of play that out now before you actually get on the shore and start to figure out what's going on here. The sky is dark with an impending storm. So let's introduce our characters, and then we'll. I think what we'll do is I think you can probably get away with just running one character each, and your secondary backup character will be on the boat, and then they can obviously, if needed, they can come take the place of the other character. So we'll start with my rights, which is Marcus. Who are you playing today?
I think I'm going to play the druid Tarn. He's a 22-year-old human male. He hasn't been pursuing the druid path for terribly long, so he's still mildly inexperienced. Wears leather armor, has a shield and a spear, which he would sometimes use two-handed, depending on the situation. Aside from that, he's wearing just a green cloak, hooded cloak. Has a medallion with mistletoe on it, which is kind of signature to his peoples, I suppose. Aside from that, just brown and earthy colored clothing, kind of shaggy brown hair, some facial hair, not exactly a full beard, but it's growing. So yeah, and that's Tarn.
Cool. So Tarn the druid. So you don't see many trees around here. It's pretty much a flat land with a handful of hills around, and there seems to be a tremendous amount of weather and lightning and such, so that any trees that do grow oftentimes are immediately struck down. So Wayne, who will you be playing? Is Wayne silenced?
There we go. I'm going to play a human monk. You can hear me now?
Yep. You're
Li Po Ang is the human monk. He is the way I picture him is kind of like a cross between Bruce Lee and John Carradine, not John Carradine. But anyways, Kung Fu, like the TV.
David Carradine?
There's so many Carradines. I mean, oh my God. Yeah, their father usually played the mortician in a lot of cowboy things. So. Anyways, that's basically his thing, and he's very good with weaponless attacks. And you notice that he also, though, carries a very large sword, kind of like a bastard sword, shaped like a katana, of course, and attired in girdled, a girdled robe type thing, so it's easy for him to maneuver and all that. Walks around in sandals, dark eyes, don't care. And there you go.
Cool. So Monk and Mark.
Yes, playing Andur Manthus Arbalon, and he stands and he's got like the perfect like outfit, sort of the large green cloak, and he's got a big battle axe on his back, and a longbow also strapped, and it appears like his look, his outfit is like so perfect that it seems almost an affectation, and he's really young. And his hair is like coiffed perfectly in the breeze as we get off the boat.
Nice. And is he a fighter?
Is he a fighter?
He's a ranger. He's a ranger. And he looks the part, like, but he's really young.
A bit of a dandy.
Not necessarily dandy.
Ranger.
He looks like if somebody from like 30 Seconds to Mars was in like a D&D world.
Nice. Like, what our final party member over there?
I'm playing Sona, the paladin. And I just realized I have another question. What's my deity?
I don't know. I didn't read that. I didn't read that far into the book. I don't think they actually had. Maybe Marcus will maybe correct me, but I didn't read all the ways into the back of the book. But I think in OD&D they didn't really have like until later on, because this is based. Well, I guess this is all the supplements, because I think that was like supplement 9 or something. So they probably didn't have them. You could just pick whatever pantheon that you think. I mean, you're a paladin, so
I'm just fighting for the good.
you could
for
be,
the good
like,
side. Yeah. Yeah. And
so like so law basically,
okay.
or good.
Yeah.
'Cause there is no
whatever.
good. Yeah. There's law, chaos, and neutral. So you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For the law.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, she's standing on the boat as we're approaching the harbor, and looks out into the sea. Her hair, straight blonde and long, is flowing back on her over her weapons. She's got strapped there a bastard sword and a warhammer, because they're on her back, because I really don't know how she would carry those. Those are really big weapons, man.
She's not messing around.
Yeah. And yeah, she's not wearing the typical plate armor like someone would imagine a paladin, but she's just started her career, so she can only afford the chainmail. But it's like immaculately clean and blinking and really polished. So yeah, she's like a beacon now on the sea, glinting in the sun. And as she sees that there are no trees in the near vicinity, she looks first to Tarn and then to Ander, and has that pitiful look in her eyes, because she of course knows that they rely somehow on trees and woods, right?
Yeah, I'd be kind of depressed actually. I think just not being so close to the nature that I love.
Yeah, this is definitely the water here even is black. Not that it's dirty, but it's just black because the skies are always covered in clouds and you barely see the sun. So it's not a very friendly place. And there's nature, but it's definitely the more wrathful form of nature, not the beauty that you might find in nature usually.
It's kind of depressing. So she's not glinting in the sun.
Yeah, there's maybe like a little glint.
Yeah. Okay.
If any sun comes out, you glint a little bit.
Thanks.
So yeah, so you're all looking the part. The party is steps off the boat onto the docks, I guess, and soon Strike tells you. She points, and you can clearly see with the temple. It's surrounded by a tall wrought iron fence, and it's got shapes and symbols as flags on it, and has really tall metal poles coming out of it, and some stairs heading up to it. Small building in front of it, and she points to it and she says, "There's the temple. With the clerics. If you want to speak with them to help them with their problem, since that's why you're here."
I ask, who are the officials in this pretty town?
So the temple is overseen by the clerics. They are there's a group of them. I guess it's a guy. Arcus is the one you'll probably go to see. But essentially, the Five Maidens, in their statuesque form, kind of are the justice in the town. People know not to commit crimes, or they will be judged by the maidens, or did know that until a little short while ago. And in addition to that, the gods here strike justice when they need to. So there's not really a lot of crime because the place is pretty much self-contained. So you wouldn't have anywhere to go if you were to kill somebody. So typically, or to steal from people, typically crime is very, very low here, and that's the reason why they really don't know what to do now that this the maiden is missing.
Hmm.
So the priest, basically. Are you speaking, Mark?
Yeah, you're
There we go. That's the first of many. What was the last crime to actually be punished?
So the last thing to actually be punished was a person had stole some eggs from one of the hunters. There's hunters that go out into the wild and they bring back certain wild animals like chickens or whatever, and some eggs were stolen from the hunter's chicken coop, and that was the last time the maidens actually judged anybody. And that person obviously wasn't killed for that, but they were made to they were blinded for a week.
Hmm.
Has there been any other strange activity recently?
Well, there's been there's always massive storms, and the maiden missing is pretty strange. I mean, it's a statue. It's basically gone, and the crime rate has gone up. So yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff going on. The place is nuts, basically. I mean, Soon hasn't been here for the last almost. I mean, basically the maiden went missing, and then a few days later, when the crime started to rise, they sent out word for an adventurer, and that's when she left. So she hasn't been here in a month. So that's the last thing she knows. If you want to talk to the temple, they know more.
Besides the missing of the statue, has any of the townsfolk come up missing around the same time?
Again, she doesn't know because she's been gone for a month. So no.
Oh, we're speaking to the captain.
Yeah, you're still on the boat. Yeah. Yeah, you haven't got to the temple yet. I mean, if you want to go to the temple, you can. This is if you want to ask her anything before you left. She was giving you your farewell, and she hasn't been here. I mean, she knows what she told you, which is basically that the statue went missing, and then crime has gone up, and they sent out word because they can't figure out why, and they need somebody to help them, essentially, because essentially the clerics are now forced to deal with handling the crimes, the crime and punishment on their own, and also the healing from people being hurt, and so they're a little overwhelmed. And they can't figure out what happened to the maiden. So did you want to go to the temple? You can also just wander around the town if you want. I mean, the whole town is... See if I can...
It's not that big.
Yeah, you don't have to go directly to the temple. That's just what I'm just pointing out where it is. Basically, the town is... Yeah, it's not that big. So you're here. This is the temple. These squiggly lines obviously are roads. There's other little roads. Those are like the main roads. I mean, obviously you can just walk across places too. But yeah, these are like clusters of houses. I mean, this is not every single house in the town, but it's like clusters of houses.
So
yeah,
says we shouldn't waste time, and we should get an overview of what's happening here first before we start asking in town.
Agreed.
Yeah. I would like to see the temple myself, see what the religion is like.
Cool.
And Andromanthus would flip back his hood and flip his hair just perfectly and reach to kiss her hand and thank her for her assistance.
Okay. She allows you to do so, and it kind of tastes like fish.
I've had worse.
Yeah. All right. So you guys can walk up to the temple. All right. So, as I said, the Temple of the Maidens is surrounded by a tall wrought iron fence, pendant of different flowing shapes and symbols. The temple is wonderful to behold. A single staircase leads to a landing 3 stories high. White stone stairs cutting through the rock the temple is built on. So the temple's on top of a big rock. The temple itself is made of a smooth black stone, and it's carved with all manner of beasts and man. Atop the building sit 5 tall metal pillars, like I mentioned, that stretch to the sky. You see these on all the houses, basically, but these are obviously bigger because this is a temple. So as you're ascending the stairs, you see 2 guards at the top and a priest. The priest steps forward to greet you, and he introduces himself as Arcus. He says, "I am Arcus Winds. What brings you to Nigh and my temple, good visitors?"
We have
He's a
heeded your call for adventurers.
Oh, fantastic. So he's very excited about that. He's a tall, lanky man, dressed in dark blue robes. Like a metal, okay, so he's got a little crown or whatever with 2 holy symbols on it, or 2 symbols on it. Dressed in blue robes. He's happy to see you. And so he brings you right in. So you enter into the temple with the priest. When you first enter in, there's a plain stone antechamber. To either side, 2 wooden doors, and directly to the back of the room, there's a pair of gigantic metal gates. He brings you right through the metal gates to a large circular room with no roof. The air is heavy with the smell of incense. At the center of the room are 5 pillars placed in a half circle. Each pillar has a large statue of a woman standing atop it, save for the pillar in the center. Each woman appears different in clothing and hairstyle, yet they have a familial resemblance. Okay, so you see a priestess praying in front of the empty pillar, and when you guys enter, she turns. You kind of startle her, and she approaches you. She stands up and bids you to come closer. Arcus will introduce you, and she introduces herself back as Pulse Storm. She's the one that sent out the order for the adventurers to come. She's like the head priestess. So she says, thank the gods that you've come. About a month ago, one of the maidens went missing. There had been a storm, like there usually is, and in the middle of the night, there was a large crack of thunder, larger than we've heard before, louder than we've ever heard. And we knew that it was inside. Something had happened inside the chamber here. When we rushed in, the maiden. I am presenting to everybody. All right, sorry. It was giving me an error. I was like, "What's this?" So the maidens went missing. The maiden is missing. When they rushed in, the eldest sister, which is the one in the middle, was gone. Okay, so she tells you. So there's no way, you kind of know about some of this. She says there's no way to judge the laws of Nye. Whenever they put a suspected criminal in front, they're always found innocent. So we've now got several killers floating around. People we know are killers, but we can't do anything about it because our laws say only the maidens may judge. In addition to that, there's been odd creatures running around at night. People have seen them. We haven't seen any people go missing, but we've seen creatures, and everybody's just trying to stay inside their houses. There has been an increase in murders, but we think that that's from the people, not from the creatures. So what we're really looking for is somebody to figure out where the maiden is. We need her back, obviously. And also to try to kill some of these creatures if you can find them. And we will pay you for that. We can pay you 200 gold pieces each. In addition, a fee for each, a danger tax, we'll say, for each creature you're able to kill. And prove, obviously, you killed them. She does tell you that and the other strange thing that's happening is people are starting to see things while they sleep. Visions. And it's making them go a little bit nuts.
And when you say creatures, do you mean like wild animals or more monstrous sorts?
More monstrous sorts are what are being reported. Nothing that we've seen before.
What sort of visions have people been reporting?
Yeah, are these more like nightmares, or
What?
are these more like nightmares?
What's that?
A nightmare. Yeah. Having a bad dream, a nightmare.
The visions.
Divisions. See, they're terrible people dying and torture and darkness and blood.
Oh. That's grim.
Indeed. So she tells you that you know of the maidens, right? But you don't. You don't know the story of the maidens. But she'll tell you the story of the maidens.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to know it, she will offer it to you.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably just going to summarize it because it's really long.
Okay.
Let me test my public speaking skills here. This is a long story. She tells you a story. So essentially, it said there were once 5 sisters who lived on the coast of the city. Their mother died birthing the youngest of them, and their father was swallowed by the sea. They lived in a time before the eternal storm, and all was good. She kind of looks to the sky. She's like, I can't even imagine a time where there wasn't a storm. The maidens made nets for the fishermen at the coast. Each day, they would sit outside their hut, singing, plying their trade. People would come from far and wide, saying it was for the sisters' nets, when really they wished to hear their beautiful voices. One day, the youngest sister challenged the middle sister, "Sing a song to the sea, my sister. Sing with me, and we shall see who can sing the loudest. If you do not sing with me, it's because you are ashamed, and I will forever be the best." That's the youngest sister. The middle sister, bored, with nothing to do and not happy to let her sister outshine her, agreed. They walked to the sea and began to sing, and with each note that left their lips, they sung louder and louder. As their voices began to echo across the water, it awoke their eldest sister, still in bed. She heard her sister singing and ran out of the house. By the time she reached the sea, her sister's voices carried far and wide, so loud they could not hear their sister shouting, telling them to be quiet. At that very moment, the sea began to bubble and moan. From the waters rode 2 figures, awoken by the maiden's singing. Hovering above the water, they bade the sisters to continue singing, enjoying the beautiful notes the sisters sung. The eldest sister joined her 2 siblings in the song, and the 2 other sisters shortly followed. The maidens sang until the light of the sun left the earth, and their voices were hoarse. But still the greedy gods wanted more. The eldest sister stopped her song and asked the gods, "Please give my sisters and I a moment to rest, for we are weary." Both gods said no and demanded they continue to sing. The eldest sister, who was keen of wit, saw how tired her sisters were and quickly thought of a plan. "But most honored visitor, we have not yet heard you sing, and surely 2 voices from down below are much grander than anything mere mortals could do." The eldest sister appealed to the gods' vanity, and they agreed to sing for them, but only if afterwards the sisters would judge a winner. Yeah. And so the gods of the tempest began to sing, jilting the terrible notes. With each word they sang, the winds became more ferocious. The gods filled the fury, also began to sing. With each words from their lips, the sky cracked with light, and lightning struck the sandy shore. The 2 gods sang their song, hurling words against one another. The beach watched on utter stillness. The beach watched on utter stillness. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. When the gods had finished, they looked down to see the bodies of the 5 maidens lie dead on the shore. The winds had buffeted them. The lightning had struck them. The waves had drowned them. The gods encased the maidens in stone and imbued the power of judgment within them. However, the maidens were silent. They refused to pass judgment on the gods. It was then that the argument broke out between the 2 gods, both believing that they were a better singer than their counterpart. They took to the sky, and they still argue today. So these are the sisters. They've been granted the power of judgment by the gods, but they refuse to judge the gods themselves. So they've been basically made statues. And now one is missing. Okay. Do you have questions about the story? It's like story time over here. I got through it though.
Sona says, is it a possibility that one of the sisters finally judged on the gods and was freed?
Perhaps, but we need her back.
This
Because
is
we
very
need her to judge
selfish.
for us. Well, look at the problems with the city, people being murdered, monsters. This never happened when the sisters were here.
Maybe the gods sent you a sign that you are supposed now to take care of your own by yourself.
Perhaps, but our gold is good.
Indeed. And
And-
my intention is to spend it wisely when we are done here. Just saying.
You are very wise, young paladin.
She nods.
Yeah, but we don't know any other way. The storms have been going since before my father's father was born. So I do not believe that the gods have been judged, for the storms continue today.
Mhm.
But you may be right, and only the sister can tell us.
Then Lipo will ask the question he asked the captain, and ask, has anybody in town disappeared around the same time that this statue has?
She says that there's been people murdered, but not necessarily disappeared, like not missing,
Okay.
that she knows of.
All right.
Yeah, she said creatures at night, and there's been more murders. Nobody's gone missing though. And of course, people have fallen into this sleeping sickness that gives them visions while they sleep, which I already told you about. And it's been getting worse each day since the maiden's been gone. So now we're a month into it. It's pretty bad. So they offer you the money. They also give you holy symbols, which are almost like badges that have the two holy symbols. There are two symbols on them. The same thing he had on his head. She says that you can use these when questioning and dealing with people, because you can tell them you work for the temple, and that they should kind of give you free reign to walk around.
Do we have to accept them?
No, you don't have to.
Okay, I think Tarn would probably not accept it.
Okay.
Just he's very peculiar about his own holy symbols and what he puts on his body, on his
Okay.
person.
Nice.
If anything, maybe I'll take it and put it in like my sack or something, in case I do need it.
Okay, just yeah, you can take it or not. I mean, they're basically giving it to you as a like a badge, like being like a sheriff or a deputy, if you will. But yeah, they won't be offended if you don't take it. You have your own beliefs. Is anybody else? Are you taking it and putting it in your sack, or you're not going to take it at all?
I'll put it in my sack, yeah, just to be careful, just in case, yeah.
I just take it. That's okay.
I'll take it.
Okay, so they give it to you. So she tells you that they have.
I think you read it again.
That's all right. Andromanthus is big on accessorizing, so he will take it and wear it proudly.
You probably clip it to your to hold your cloak on. It's very nice. It's silver. Okay, so you do notice that it's the symbol of the maidens. I'm sorry. So basically, it's got the I guess the maidens on it. I don't want to say what it is, but we'll say it's got the 5 maidens on it. Okay, so they tell you they have basically clues. They tell you that in the far east of the city, incidentally, the place where the chickens were stolen, there's an old man who claims to have that he has part of the maiden. They've heard this kind of through the grapevine. They have not talked to him, and it's way on the other side of the city, so they haven't had a chance to go over there and talk to him yet. They tell you where it is. And also the hospital priests, which is there's a hospital right at the foot of the temple. I'll show you the map in a second. Have told you that ever since the maidens were missing, that they're getting many more cases of insanity, which I think I already told you. So I'll just show you on the map.
I'm sure with those vision like dreams, yeah.
So let's see. Let me do this. So here's the map. So basically, the temple is here. The hospital is there, and the guy who might have a part of the maiden, or claims that he has a part of the maiden, is over here. So, and of course, you can go anywhere else you want as well. But those are that's what they know of. And then they kind of like, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So she says she wants to go back to praying. If you don't have any further questions, and she'll I don't know how well you can see it, but you can. This is like the temple here. Yeah, this was the entrance temple here in the missing. So yeah, so you're basically she kind of, I mean, just as not rudely as possible. She kind of says she wants to get back to what she was doing, and she starts praying to the maiden to give them justice, and kind of leaves you on your way to do whatever you're going to do.
So I guess we have a couple of leads, but if I could do, like, I'd like to be kind of on the lookout for here in the temple anyone or anything that might seem a little out of place or maybe a little shady.
Okay, so you're kind of looking around still before you walk out. She's ignoring you. You do notice that the pedestal with the missing sister is scorched and cracked. Yeah, it's scorched and cracked. So that looks a little out of place because the rest of the temple's not. Otherwise, there's not really anybody else in here. It's just her. And if you turn around to walk back out by the doors you came through, there's just the priest that you met the first time. He looks pretty normal.
Do you tell us what you've seen?
Well, if I would mention the pedestal.
And I would say, sorry, go ahead.
I would just ask the priestess about that.
I don't think he's going to answer it.
Oh yeah, so the one that's praying. She went back to praying, so she looks up. She's a little bit aggravated now because you're bothering her now when she's praying. But she basically says, "Yes, obviously there was a huge crack of thunder."
So it might be
Then she goes back to what she was doing.
Okay, I apologize and leave her to her business.
Yeah, she's lighting up her incense.
Yeah, Tarn will give like a half.
Go ahead.
I was just say I'll give a half bow and probably go step outside the temple.
Okay.
And Lupo suggests that we probably go and see this hermit or whatever he is that says or claims that he has a cloak in the country.
Yeah, we can do that. Anybody else? We got that, or we can go to the hospital and speak to the priest about the visions and nightmares.
Guess we wanted the two go to one and two go to the other, but I don't know if splitting the party would be a good idea. Cover more ground, though.
Yeah, I should also mention, not that you need to go there, but if you wanted to buy anything, now that you have some information, there is like a market area, which is, I mean, I'm not sure that you need anything, but if you did.
We forgot to ask for an advance.
The Argus guy is still standing there. I mean, if you're on the steps, he's still standing up there with the two guards. You could without disturbing the priestess, you probably could ask him if you want.
I don't really need much. Anybody else?
No.
Okay. I mean, if you decide you need anything, let's just say that he hears you say that, and he says that if you need anything from the market, just show the symbols that were given to you, and they'll basically charge the temple directly for it.
Oh.
And that way you don't have to like carry money around.
Well, if it's free, then that's
Well,
different.
it's not free; it's going to come out of your money.
Oh, all right.
I mean, that way it's like a line of credit, if you will.
Yeah, I don't really need anything.
Okay, cool. But that way we don't have to deal with them like getting money and giving it to you. And plus, the people in the town probably can't break a gold piece anyways because they're very, very poor. So, and I'm sure they're not going to want to give it to you in copper. So, okay, so you're standing on the foot of the temple. What would you like to do? You've got the leads at the hospital, or the guy on the outskirts of town. You've also got, well, we just said you weren't going to go to the market, or you can just randomly walk around if you want. Again, I'll show you the map so you know where you're at. Basically, you're here.
I'd vote
And-
for the Eggman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eggman sounds good.
What now was the Eggman? That was John Lennon was the Eggman, or was that Ringo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was John.
It was John, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Again, so yeah, on the way, just kind of again
Keeping an eye out.
keeping up the spidey senses there. You know.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you what you walk past. So you walk past the hospital, and you can see. I'm trying to give you a brief description of the outside of it. It's at the base of the temple. You can definitely see that there's a lot of activity going on in there. You can hear the occasional scream as you walk past it. It is a one-story building. Okay, that's fine. Then you're going to walk past. Walk past a few other kind of houses, and you can see that the town itself is pretty simple. And again, you see these metal poles on the roof of everybody's house. Also, it started to rain a bit, and it's getting a little windy. So, yeah, so you're starting to the Tin Man over there with the armor might need oil. So I should mention I didn't draw it on the map, but like this area over here is like as you come out of the town, it starts to get into like even more barren area. It's like very like grassy kind of area, and you can right away see from a distance this guy's place has got. Hold on, I'm on the wrong page. There we go. He's got a relatively small house, but he's got a large fenced area in front of it, and you can see stacked what looks to be from a distance, lots and lots of like crates stacked up in the yard, if you will, in front of the house as you're approaching. So let's see, as you're approaching, this is the edge of the town. Let me see. So as I said, as you approach, the yard of the house is filled with. Now that you're closer, you can see there are traps and cages piled high on top of one another. You can see right away inside many of the cages are a wide variety of animals and beasts. They're basically normal animals. The druid can tell right away they're not anything too crazy, but they're definitely not happy to be in cages. They're gnashing at the cages, and they're barking and they're screaming and making whatever noises animals make during depending on what kind of animal it is. They're trying to get out basically. And as you're walking like further into the yard, you start to hear a man yelling. He's on the other side of basically a wall of these crates, and you can kind of see through it because they're like netted or whatever because they're cages. And you see this guy, and he can obviously see you, and he's swinging like a stick, and there's these kind of what appear to be kind of giant birds, but almost like a mixture between a bird and an insect. As a giant, like a big long nose sticking out, or a stinger, and they're basically swarming him, and he's trying to keep them away. And he yells to you. He says, "Get these things off of me! Kill them! Just don't let them get away!" So that's what you see now. What would you like to do?
How far are these animals from us?
So they are. Let's see. If one square is 10 feet, they're probably about 50 or 60. No, hold on. One square is equal to 5 feet. They're about 60. I do math here. 45 feet away, roughly.
45 feet.
Yeah, they're flying. They're like dive bombing him. There's basically some are like kind of taking off, but there's about 3 of them that seem really pissed off. So they're like dive bombing him. He's doing a pretty good job defending himself. But they're not like on the ground. They're flying. They look like this.
Lipo is going to grab. Oh, they look like sturges, don't they? There's something akin. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty mean looking.
You're
Me
fairly.
Wayne, can you rearrange your mic again? I'm very sorry, but you're again barely hearable.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Is this any better?
Yes, that's
That's
better.
better.
Okay.
He's a soft-spoken monk.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you see this.
So anyways, I'm gonna grab some darts. I have
Okay.
some darts, and I'm going to toss them and try
Okay.
to hit at least one of these things.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Adamanthus will prepare his longbow.
Okay.
I think Tarn would just have his shield at the ready with in his left hand and his spear in his right. No ranged weapons on me though. I'm not throwing my spear.
Nigh gets my bastard sword ready.
Okay. But you're gonna stay. Everybody's gonna stay where they are. Okay. So
no.
go ahead. Or you're gonna run
but
forward.
I'm running forward as well.
Okay. So you're gonna run forward. Okay. So go ahead and roll initiative for your side. Whoever. Let's just Marcus roll it for this one.
Okay.
Let's have one person roll it for the whole combat. Then next combat we'll move down and do it that way.
Sweet. So a 4.
Cool. You beat them. So you're gonna go first. So any missile fire or movement. So if anybody's shooting, like if you want to shoot your bow or throw your darts, go ahead and do that. The bow, I believe, has 2 per round, and the darts, I think, have 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me
I
just make
got
sure.
an 18, a 2, and a 12.
Okay. Let me see. Do you have the 2 hit charts or no, Wayne? So you know what armor class you hit? Or do you want to look it up? Their AC 7. So
Okay, attack tables. Okay. Target armor class. Go ahead. What is it?
Their AC is 7.
It's going to be descending.
yeah, 7.
AC 7. So 12 or more hits it.
Okay, so you hit it twice.
2 hits and one real critical fail there.
Okay.
Hopefully I didn't hit the poor fellow.
They hadn't invented that yet, so the good thing is, all right, Mark, how about your 2 bow shots?
I hit first one was armor class 0, and
Definitely.
the second one was armor class like I don't know, plus 20 or something.
So you mean you missed, or you hit very well?
Oh no, I definitely missed.
Okay, so all right, so you got 1 book. So go ahead and roll me some damage.
Okay. All right, here we go.
With the darts. And anybody who's moving is moving now.
With the 2 darts, I got one that did 2 and one that did 1.
Okay, that was enough to take out one of the monsters. It falls to the ground. How about your arrows? What arrow that hit?
Yeah, I did a 5.
Cool. That doesn't quite kill the second one. So there's still 2 flowing there, and you guys are, I guess, running towards it. Are you running as well, Tarn? Or only the paladin? Only Soda?
Yeah, I'd be rushing in for sure.
Okay, so they're up high, so you can't. You don't think you'll be able to reach them unless you climb up on top of some of these crates, which will probably take your movement. It'll probably take it till next round because you're gonna have to climb up there. I don't think you can reach them and do that. But you run forward, and now they get their missile attacks or movement, which they don't have either one. So it goes to melee, and you guys. Well, you know what? I'll give you a chance if you want to try to climb up on top of the crates to hit them. You can do that, but you're going to be -3 to hit because you're going to kind of be like attacking as you're climbing. So you can go ahead and do that.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll do that. So wait, what did you want me to roll for this?
So basically, try to hit armor class 4 instead.
Okay. Sweet. So let's see what that would be. So I need to roll a 15 or higher. Rolled a 1, so I assume that misses.
That does not.
Oh, do I hear crashing noises?
Well, not the same, but I only rolled a 9, and hold on. No, that sounds wrong. What am I trying to hit for?
Armor class 4. Yeah, I don't think you would hit it with a 9.
No.
Okay, good. So both of you make a saving throw to see if you don't fall off because you missed.
Oh,
Perfect.
Um,
Let's see. I rolled an 18. My
Yeah, me
saving throw is
too.
nice. Yeah, my saving throw is a 14. So yeah, I think we're
Perfect.
mine
You guys-
is 11.
How-
Yeah.
How high in the air are these things?
They're about they're probably about maybe like
to attack the guy.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They're moving and attacking and swooping things. Right. That's right.
Right. Okay.
They are, but they're back up in the air now.
Okay.
They're only swooping down to attack.
Okay.
So, but that it's now their attack from Nigh. So they're gonna go. There's two of them, and there's basically the two of you plus the dude on the ground. Let me just see who they're gonna attack. The first guy is gonna attack our paladin. The second guy's gonna attack the guy on the ground. So let's see. The first one rolls a 7, which definitely doesn't hit you, and the second one misses the guy as well because they're trying to like they're desperate, so they're like not hitting anything. So go ahead and roll initiative again for the next round, Marcus.
okay. 5 this time.
Oh, nice. Also a 5. So we'll call that simultaneous. So go ahead and make any missile attacks or movement on your end. Who's I'm assuming nobody's casting a spell. Make sure you tell me if you're going to cast a spell. Anybody who got a missile attack, go ahead and make it.
Yep.
I will work the darts again.
Okay.
So, another 12, a 16. Wow. That was close. Another 2.
Okay. So you hit twice.
I'm really getting close to hitting this old man with one of my darts, I swear. Okay, so twice.
Okay. How about you, Mark?
2 and 2 in damage, if you want to just make a notation of that.
Okay.
And I had a armor class -1 and
Nice.
an armor class. Oh God, math! I rolled a 13 plus 1.
That should probably hit.
Was that an armor class 15? I think. Or sorry, an armor class 5. I think.
That sounds about right. I'm sure that hits because if a 12 hits for I think you're all off roughly the same attack tables at this level because you're a ranger, so you are on just regular. You're
Yeah.
Give some attention when you're done.
So let's see. Let me just have the attack tables open so it's easier. But anyways, it hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm sure it hits, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. I got a 2 and a 1.
Okay, so the darts actually take down the one that you had attacked the first time. It's now fallen, but the arrow doesn't quite kill this guy. Is anybody moving?
No, if I
No.
still got an enemy in front of me, I don't move.
You do. Okay, so you can go ahead and make any. Oh, now they use missile or movement, but they're not doing either. So go ahead and make an attack if you want. There's only one left. It's a normal attack roll against armor class 7.
9 again.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not very good. Yeah, 9 would not hit anything. So how about Marcus? Is he back? You here, Marcus?
Yeah. I've
yeah.
been here. Yeah, I think I'll try to, I guess, spear attack one of these things.
Yeah,
Right.
this is one left. Yeah.
So, okay, so that is, turn the dice around. Okay, so an 18 plus,
That definitely hits.
just a 1. That's good. Yeah, so yeah, 19. Okay, sweet. And the spear's a d6. Let me double check that. Yeah, d6, sorry.
That sounds right.
3 damage.
Whoa!
Wow.
I know, I'm throwing my dice all over the place.
Holy crap.
No, my mic mic fell over.
Oh, yeah.
Headphone cable caught it. Trying to catch
That was
it.
very exciting. All right. Well, that's definitely a crit.
Play.
Okay, so yeah, that actually was perfect timing. 'cause you killed it. You basically stab it through with the spear, and then it dies, and it's still on your spear. You kind of like drop to the ground with it, and but go ahead and make a saving throw. Make sure it doesn't fall off when you made your attacks.
Cool.
Wait, if there's a fire, we could have it on the Barbie.
That's a Fuck, I can't see my dice. It keeps scrolling behind my computer. 11. Nah, I fail.
Okay, so you fall off the thing and take just 1 point of damage. Basically, the weight of this thing stuck through with the spear probably knocks you off balance, and you just fall off and kind of stumble a little bit. And you're a little bruised from it. Cool. So they're dead, and yeah, this dude is here, and he's like, "Whoa, hey man, thanks. I'm Clyde Dark. I haven't seen you around here before."
No, we're here to help. The statue is missing, and you claim to have part of her.
He looks at you.
We're here.
He's like, no, not really. I've seen part of her. I have.
Oh, did I misunderstood? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus.
No. They told you at the thing. You said the right thing. What they told
Oh, okay. Whew.
you. He tells you that. Yeah, all hell's broken loose around here. I've been gone for the last couple of weeks. Yeah.
Then can you lead us to this piece that you say you have seen?
Well, it's about time you're coming. I told them about this before I left. I thought you would have sorted it out by now. I don't have it.
But can you take us to it?
He tells you that he's like, well, I'm not gonna. I got things to do, but I'll tell you where it is. Flurry's got it. Flurry, the merchant. He got it. I'm not even sure. Yeah, well, I don't know. He basically showed it to me. It looked pretty real to me. It looked like it was made out of stone, and he claims that one of it fell off a maiden when she pointed at him. That seems like a bad sign to me. I don't go near those things. Flurry Poor is the guy's name. Yeah, he's a merchant. Yeah, okay, right.
So where have you been?
I've been trapping. I had trapped these little things, but when I went in to get their eggs this morning, they seem to have got loose on me. They're little bastards. You hungry?
No. Thanks.
Not at all. Mm-mm.
Best eggs. Although really the eggs are tastier once they've just fed. But you know what I mean.
What unless these are the monsters and strange things they've been talking about, have you seen any other odd creatures on your journeys?
I see a lot of strange things out there, but not in town. Town's totally safe. I brought these guys here. You kind of motions, and you can see there's like a wagon with some like draft horses that he's got in the back. He's like, I go out and trap for a couple weeks, come back, sell the meat, and then go back out again. Gonna have to sell this fast now. They're gonna rot now that you just killed them.
Well, you're
And
welcome.
you let a couple get away too, but you know what we do. He starts picking up the bodies.
Can I ask him if he's been having any nightmares or visions?
Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
just wondering if you've been having any visions.
Yeah, actually, I did have some visions when I was sleeping. It's weird. Not so much so when I'm out in the field, though, and I just got back, but before I left.
What did you
What
see?
were they about?
I saw, I don't speak of those things. Nothing good. Nothing good.
Do you feel the urge to act on any of those feelings? Those
No.
Just would like for them to go away.
I would like for them to go away. I got plenty of sleep when I was out in the field, but couldn't get a good night's sleep. Seeing things when you're sleeping, it's weird.
It's localized. Lipo says to the party, kind of sakazoche, whisper it. I said, Lipo says kind of quietly to the party and all that these visions and this curse of these visions seems to be localized to the town of Nigh.
Localized. Q. So he basically. I'm just gonna get a drink. I'm like losing my voice here. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Are we taking a teener or is this just a quickie?
Had to get a beverage.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Oh, other people bailed out as well. All right. It became an official break.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Well, I see people.
Can it be an official smoke break?
I don't know if you can be back in a minute, I suppose. Can be like Mikey, just smoke right on camera.
Yeah, sure. That's real nice.
Like a badass.
Yeah. I got kids, man. I can't smoke in the house.
Got to take it outside, huh?
Yeah, anymore they'll take my kids away from me if I smoke.
I thought that was only if you were smoking in a vehicle with them.
Oh, is it really? I don't know. I that's awful.
Well, I think they passed that law here in Florida anyway.
What's that? If you smoke pot, they take away your kids?
No, if you smoke cigarettes in a vehicle with children in it, the sheriffs or anything see you, they can pull you over and ticket you.
Oh. That seems a bit much, but
yeah.
They got to make their money somehow.
Yes, they do, don't they?
It was like when I lived in Massachusetts, there was like this weird thing with seatbelts where if you got pulled over and you weren't wearing a seatbelt, they could give you a ticket, but they couldn't pull you over for not wearing a seatbelt. It was like the most bizarre. It was like an add-on. It was like crazy.
Right.
So is it like that, or they would literally just pull you over?
If they saw children in your vehicle and saw you smoking a cigarette, they could actually pull you over on that.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, it's something that got passed. I don't know if it's something that's enforced, because I haven't heard anything about any kind of enforcement issues on the news or anything like that. But it was a big deal when they passed that. Yeah.
That seems a bit much, but you know.
Yeah.
What could you say?
We also have not just driving while intoxicated. We got DUI also, which is merely under the influence. I mean, there's all kinds of advertising. Buzz driving is drunk driving. So even if you're under the limit, if they
sense anything on you?
Yeah, if they sense anything on you and all that, they can test you, and they can just say, well, even though you were 0.05, not 0.08, it seemed like a little recklessly and all that. So, you know, we're gonna take you into DUI. Yeah. That's how they interpret it, anyways, down here. So.
Yeah. Well, I could see that being. Drinking is different, a little more dangerous. I don't think smoking. Well, I guess they don't want you to smoke with the kids in the car because it's a closed space, maybe.
It's the secondhand smoke.
Yeah, secondhand smoke. Yeah, I find that once they make, because I live in New York where you can't smoke in any of the buildings, and I find what it does is it just makes everybody smoke right at the doorway, which is like, whenever I'm trying to go in and out of buildings, it's like you have to wear a gas mask walking past because it's all in that one spot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So it's funny.
It's terrible. Safe situation down here.
Okay, I just clicked on something. I'm trying to get this module has like a few. Well, if you encounter it, there's like certain things I have to like. You're supposed to physically hand to players, but of course we're playing online. So I have my my Facebook open so I can message you guys if I need to. But I just clicked on it by mistake, and now this whole thing went away.
I know how you feel.
Is everybody here now? You smoke that fast?
No,
Wow,
my wife went tanning and took the cigarettes with her.
Can you smoke while you tan? There's not space there.
Yeah, I know, right?
That I'd like to see. That's like a feat. Okay, so we're back. We're all smoked and tanned. So he basically tells you that he's like, well, I do appreciate your help, but I got a lot of work to do here. If you want to come back later for some blood chicken, I'll be cooking these up. And then he kind of like turns around and starts working and he starts to ignore you.
He called them blood chicken.
Blood chickens. He calls them blood chickens.
That's a good thing.
All right, so you're standing.
Know where we are supposed to go?
He told you that it was the merchant, Flurry Poor, that had offered it to him, and that he had shown him a finger, and it did look like a finger from a statue. But frankly, the reason why he didn't take it, I guess I didn't say this part, is because there's only 2 laws. I think I told you this. There's only 2 laws in here. Do not take what's not yours. And he says, somebody's finger is definitely theirs. So I felt like, maybe that wouldn't really break the law to take a finger. So I didn't want to take it, even though there are pieces of the statues could produce good luck, maybe. But it seems like that's stealing to take somebody's finger. So that's why I didn't take it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
So Flurry Poor, and he tells you. I guess I'll tell you where the market is. You probably walked right past it. Let me see what number it is. The market, if you want to go there, is where's the market? Oh, yeah. It's at the crossroads of Burnt Hovel and Roofless Shelter, which is. Yeah, he says it's at the crossroads of Burnt Hovel and Roofless Shelter, which is right here, I believe. Let me see if that's right. My map is not exactly the same match. Yeah, it's right there. Yep, it's right there. Though that's basically the area. Those are the two areas. Burnt Hovel, I think it says. Yeah, crossroads of Burnt Hovel and Roofless Shelter. So that's where he is. That's where the market is, rather, and that's where he has his stuff.
I
So
want
now,
to see that finger.
yeah, we've got that or the hospital. Finger sounds promising, though.
Yeah, I would say let's keep track with that. Yeah, I agree with that option.
So you want to head where?
The market, I believe.
Okay, the market?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. All right, so you start walking back towards basically town, because this place was on the outskirts of town. And suddenly, lightning crashes down from the sky directly in front of you. And then there's a second flash of lightning, but it doesn't quite reach the ground. It's like almost like it gets stopped halfway. And the wind starts to blow really, really heavily, and it starts to rain a little bit more. And on the wind, I'm not going to sing, but you hear a song.
Okay.
Okay. So imagine this is a song, because I'm not singing.
And what does it say?
I'm going to read it in my non-singing voice. Upon the shore, our bodies washed, broken and battered, our minds the cost. Shattered we were in our stone prisons, our psyche severed from the vision. Then they came with their hungry hands, they pulled our bodies from the sand. And that is like the music of the wind. You hear this. You all kind of hear it, and then the wind kind of dies down, and it's raining a little bit harder now, but no more lightning strikes you or anything yet.
Huh. Okay. Okay.
So the second lightning didn't hit the ground?
That's correct.
Oh, that's weird.
It was like a half lightning, even though technically lightning kind of comes from the ground. But whatever. Whoever wrote this doesn't really understand lightning.
How dare they?
Well, it's magic.
I need my fantasy RPGs to be scientifically accurate.
Rad Dr. Lana. Yeah.
Okay, so it's raining, and your cloak is probably doing a decent job of not getting your hair all wet. And the Tin Man is starting to squeak. The monk probably doesn't care.
It's like wet fur.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep telling them again, these are the gods. They took her. It's a sign.
Okay.
And what exactly are the gods saying?
Well, it's a song, I guess. Right?
Well, hopefully it's not mind your own business.
This is true.
Right.
Okay, so you're wandering, or not wandering, but you're walking with purpose
To the merchant's place.
to the merchants. Okay.
His
So when
his store or stall or whatever it is he has. Yeah.
yeah, he has a stall in the merchants area. So arriving at the crossroads of Burnt Hovel and Roofless Shelter. So those are the names of the roads.
Right.
The players will find that most of the shops in the small market are closed. So most of the stuff's closed today. There are a few stalls at the edge of the crossroad that are open. They're selling some food and stuff. But you also see down the road a bit a small group standing outside of a house. So you see like a small group of people. I think there's 5 people. And standing outside a house a little bit down the road, or you've got a couple of like shops that are selling food and stuff that are open, but most of the shops are closed.
So are they
You do
just
approach this group.
are they just like standing around talking, or
Yeah, they're like cuddled in a circle talking to each other.
Okay.
Can we just go a bit closer and try to listen in?
Sure. Sure. So you walk up and I have to make some notes here. Lots of dice are being rolled. I'm trying to go old school, and I only have like one set of dice, so I just keep rolling the die over and over again.
I'm quite tense right now with all these dice.
Yeah. Normally I'd be like, but instead I'm trying to get one set of dice. Okay, so you approach this group of people. You see that there's a total of that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess there's 4 people. There's 4 people gathered around 3 women and a man. And you're walking up to them. I guess I don't know. I'm just gonna roll to see if they notice you or not, because you're kind of easy to notice. Yeah, I mean, you get decently close before they kind of see that you're there. They don't necessarily say anything to you. They just kind of they kind of look at you, and they're you can they kind of look over, and then they kind of go back to what they're talking about. They don't really seem to pay much mind.
Oh.
And they're standing in front of this house, just talking and kind of not whispers, but they're not like yelling or anything. I will describe them to you. There's a tall, middle-aged woman. There is a couple that are in their a couple of people that are in their 30s, a man and a woman that are kind of together. And then there is a large-ish woman, like muscular, and she's actually looks almost adventurer-ish, like is in her build and the way she's standing, but she doesn't have any weapons or armor. I think she's just she definitely doesn't look like she's just like a regular person. What the other ones do, and they're just kind of hanging out talking.
I think one of us needs to ask if I'll do it. Which one would be Flurry, the merchant?
So you just walk up and ask. Okay. So you say, which one of you is Flurry?
Yes.
Okay. So they look at you and they go, well, none of us are Flurry, obviously. What are you talking about?
I have never met him before or her.
Oh.
And so we were
Flurry is obviously a man's name. Are you not from around here?
No,
You don't look like you're from around here.
no. I'm here at the request of your temple. The temple.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank the gods.
And I point to my little the Five Maidens sheriff's badge.
Okay, good. Yeah. So she notices that now. She didn't notice it right away because it was kind of raining and it's a little bit miserable. She says this is the kind of middle-aged-ish woman that was with the guy. She says, thank the gods. This is but how did they find out about Flurry? We didn't want to tell anybody. He didn't mean to do it. I don't think he really thought it was stealing.
Do what?
Yeah, really, yeah.
Well, I'm not one to speak of others' transgressions. But you could ask him yourself. He's obviously being punished, and if he could find peace, that would make us happy, I suppose. He was always an unusual kind of guy. Flurry.
So where is he?
Yes, where can we find him?
He's at his house.
And where is that?
It's right here. Are you new here?
Yeah.
Who are you?
We've already
She's
answered.
kind of looking at you. She has no idea who you are. She's like, what? Yeah, I haven't seen you before around here. But how do you know Flurry?
We've heard word of him.
Word.
We're advised to seek his knowledge.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. This could be quite dangerous. We actually locked him in his house because we don't want his disease to spread. So don't be touching him.
Okay.
And then she kind of steps away, and then she kind of points behind her to the house that they're standing in front of. She says, it's unlocked. Just don't touch him, or you might have to stay in there with him.
What does he have?
If we knew what it was, he has the curse of the gods, I'll tell you right now.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Which of us wish to brave this situation? Should we all folks, or just some of us, or how do we want to approach this? He's asking Karn and Soda and Ender.
You hear some thunder crack. I'm sorry. You hear some thunders crack and some lightning. You see off in the distance, and it starts to rain a little bit harder. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Tarn would volunteer to go in. I think he's not too afraid of disease.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll follow behind, but I will have my my sword at the ready.
Okay. Is anybody else going in to see Flurry?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm very health conscious, but I will draw my sword and be prepared.
I'm pretty sure your hair won't be disturbed.
So
If this is some kind of disease that's showing on him, I think he's more worried about his complexion right now.
So okay, so you they kind of look you up and down when you pull the sword out, and they're like, don't kill him.
You don't plan on it.
I suppose that was a bit brash, wasn't it?
They're kind of looking at you. They're like,
I'll just look at him like, oh, right, okay, and then I put it back.
okay, so they're kind of looking at you with anticipation as you open the door. So you'll see that it's a small one-room house. It doesn't look like he's well off or anything. He's a merchant, you know. It's very simple. You do immediately see Flurry though. He's lying in the back of the room. He's breathing very shallowly. He's on a small straw pallet, you know, so a very cheap bed. You can hear him breathing back there. And when the door opens, he says, "Who is it? Who is it? Did you bring me my blood chicken and eggs?"
Not exactly.
Yeah, but take some water, and I'll hand him my water skin, and I'll say, drink from this and keep it, please.
Okay, so you move forward and you hand him the water skin. He reaches up with his right hand. You can see that his left arm and hand look like they're made out of stone. He's breathing shallowly, and he drinks, and his left arm, like I said, looks like it's made out of stone, but you can see he's moving his fingers and stuff, but it's like chipping and pieces are falling off. And he's kind of he's looking at you and he's like, "Thank you, stranger."
Well, the gift of water is the least I can give. Do drink up.
Yeah, he's super excited too because the water tastes really good. Because we'll say that you brought your own water because you haven't refilled since you've been here. Because the water in this town is pretty shitty. He tells you that. Yeah, he's like, "Wow, this water is not from here. It's good. It's good that my last drink will be such glorious."
Your last drink.
Well, I'm clearly I'm dying, cursed by the gods for stealing from them.
Yeah, I see your arms are stone. I've never seen that before.
No, me neither.
What did you say you stole? Where did you?
Yeah.
What is it that you think has caused your affliction?
So he tells you. I will read the story. It's pretty good. That's written. So he tells you his story, which is. Okay, lost it. Okay, so about a month ago, he was packing up his cart, backing up my cart, and I was out there with another, fellow merchant. We're getting our stuff done, packing up, having some light conversation when we saw a woman, a very, very tall woman, stepping towards us, walking down it was a massive thunderstorm. She was walking through the aisle between the carts, and as she was walking, pieces were falling off her. So under a blast of lightning, where we could see, it looked like she was a statue, but she was walking. It was one of the maidens. I couldn't believe it. My fellow merchant was standing not 10 feet from her, and then when the lightning struck, she turned and pointed at him. And when she did, her finger fell off. And then she started laughing like crazy. And and then walked away. So, of course, I took the finger. It's good luck to have a piece of the maidens. Why wouldn't I take it? And when nobody wanted to buy it, I figured I'd keep it for myself. But this is not luck that's been brought on me, but a curse. A curse.
Sounds like you need to be removed of this curse. Why didn't you take it back to the temple and present it and tell them the story?
Well, I'm afraid that taking a finger could be considered stealing.
And they wouldn't have believed you if you had said, I found it?
Would you believe that a statue walked through the storm and dropped their finger at your foot? Well, I guess you do believe it. He chokes on the
I
water.
don't believe it. Where I am from, I have seen stranger things than that.
Okay. He says that. Okay, so let's do about that first rough patch. Okay, so then he says once he kept the finger, he decided to keep it. This started. It's been going on now for like maybe 3 weeks. Like he's slowly but surely turning into stone. And he does say though that he did meet a child from the orphanage, one who worked in the stall next to his, who also claims to have seen the maiden, but doesn't have any pieces of her. He thinks he has the only piece.
Hmm.
And I turn around to my companions and I say, see, the gods released her.
Know it all, paladin.
But to what purpose did they animate?
I heard that.
Yeah, I'm asking Solo, the paladin,
Mhm.
what purpose do you think that they would have released her and animate her?
Probably because she, like I said, probably because she finally made a decision on which of the gods sang better. And that's why she was freed. Why she lost her finger, though, don't ask me.
Yeah. So he says this is a terrible, terrible curse, and the visions that I see when I sleep are unbearable, almost as unbearable as my body crumbling.
What are those visions?
I see visions of death, darkness. Only the children at the orphanage seem to see positive visions. Visions that they also see while they're sleeping.
They don't seem to know about dreaming here. Am I right?
Can I ask him who was the other merchant that was with him?
The other merchant was actually Ty Drizzle.
I love these days.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk for once to some positive people like those orphans. Maybe they dreamt because it's not a vision, it's a dream, sir. Maybe they dreamt about something that could help us in our quest.
Huh?
That sounds wise.
I don't know what you mean. Orphans aren't generally the most happy people, but
They seem to dream about good things. You say it so.
I don't know that thing. Dream. What is that?
The visions.
The visions.
We call it dream. We call it dream.
You see them too.
Of course, all the time. Well, not now, but when we're sleeping.
Perhaps you are also cursed.
Yeah, well,
So do you still have the finger?
Yeah, I do. It's under the floorboard. He kind of like gestures with his hand that he can move, and you can kind of easily see there's like a floorboard that's not nailed down.
I want to check it out, but I ain't touching it.
Okay. That's what she said. Good.
Oh, come on, man.
I know I wouldn't normally, but you really.
Tell me you didn't go there.
Okay, so you can like pull the board up and you see inside the hole, which you imagine is the finger. It's you see a piece of cloth that's wrapped around something that could be finger sized. Big
I
finger.
grab
but
it
finger.
for him. The gods protect me, Ender, and I unwrap it and hold it in front of his face so he can look at it.
Okay, so you're looking at the finger. Yeah, it's a stone finger. It's pointed like this.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think any. Yeah, there's no magic users, right? Okay, yep, it's a finger. It's magic, but you don't really understand it. I mean, you understand that it's magic, I guess, because there's enough magic using people in the crowd. Because you're a druid, right, which has magic.
Yeah.
I'll say that you understand that this is definitely has some kind of magical properties,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like beyond something that you'd be able to operate
Oh, okay.
that you know of. You definitely can tell that.
Sure.
To everybody else, it just seems like a finger. I mean, a stone finger that's pointing.
Well, I would definitely relate to the group that I feel that this pointing finger is magical. I just can't decide exactly what it is.
Would be interesting to see that missing maiden without that finger. I can't really imagine. May we take this with us? I ask.
Well, I prefer that you didn't.
Well, I prefer a lot of things too, but this is important.
Well, I understand, but I'm hoping somebody that can help me would be able to come and use the finger. How do I don't even know you?
You know, if we solve this mystery, I'm pretty sure that your curse will stop.
Drink more water.
He drinks the water. He says, well, I can't stop you anyways, but so I'll have to trust you.
Rest assured that you will get it back if possible. Maybe we can rejoin this finger with its owner again so you won't get it back. But in that case, I'm pretty sure you're either beyond help or you are healed. Does that sound reasonable?
Wow, you have a hell of a bedside manner.
Yeah.
You're either going to die or not.
Hey, I'm a lawful paladin.
No, you're a realist. I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, he says he can't take it. I mean, he couldn't stop you if he wanted to. And he says that he'll just have to trust you because he senses that you're good and trustworthy.
Good.
If not blunt. Okay. And he starts like coughing, and he's happy to have the water. And then he says to you, "Can you ask them when they're going to bring my blood chicken eggs? I'm very hungry." Okay. And he kind of like starts to like fade off a little bit because he's pretty sick.
Yeah, I wish there was something I could do for you, but I'm not far enough down the path of the initiates to know much healing magic.
Oh, hold on. Can't I? Do I think, as a paladin, that it would be helpful for him to do my lay on hands? Oh, I can. Oh,
I think
Daniel, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure you didn't mean to write or curse disease.
cure.
Yeah.
Cure. You can also curse people. That's new for paladins.
Ah,
Yeah,
cool.
No, you cure. Yeah, you can cure one disease, or you can heal. I think 2 hit points per your level.
Nice. Yeah, I would actually like to. I mean, that's wasting my slot, of course, but yeah. I actually, before leaving, I go down to my knees in front of the bed of that man and put my hand on his. Oh shit. Oh well. I put my hand on his brow and start praying to my gods and yeah, try to remove this disease. And it probably doesn't work, right?
Yeah, it's not a disease. You realize it's more like he's been struck by some kind of a magical spell.
Oh, okay.
So you don't lose it because you couldn't use it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as I get up, I probably see the shocked looks of my companions because I
didn't
touched
work.
that man.
Yeah.
But I tell them I'm immune to diseases because of my gods.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that must be nice.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Here, would you like to have some pamphlets?
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, you realize though. So you definitely know now that it's not a disease, but rather a magical spell that's on him. You just
Yeah,
it's
I'll
beyond
tell you
anything
that
you
as
can-
well.
Yeah, it's just beyond anything that. I'm also just quickly. Yes, there's no gods in this. I wonder what they used to do. I know that like in the early D&D, everybody was called like Saint this or Saint that. So I think they were just kind of keeping it.
Shit,
Weird.
so I just lied at them. Oh. Well, I believe I have gods.
No. You do believe gods, but I think it's more like a generic god versus a specific pantheon. So I think that is right. What we're doing is right. Whatever you want to believe is fine. It could be a paladin. So what I'm saying is I think that in early D&D they just used God like this as that's more of a generic thing. Okay, so
I think it's more like there was the pantheon of law and then the pantheon of chaos. It was just sort of the gods of law and the gods of chaos.
yeah, exactly. They weren't necessarily like a specific. I guess so. That's what we're gonna say. We're sticking with that. That's what we decided. Cool. So you step out, and that was you weren't able to heal him, but you do have a finger now. Who are you giving the finger to? Or are you keeping it?
No, I will take care of it because I promised him I would bring it back. Unless someone wants to look at it, of course. Yeah. But
Okay.
for now, I would keep it.
Cool. All right, so you go out, and the people are still standing out there, and they're kind of looking at you, and they're like, "So, how's he doing?"
Well, first question, when do you bring him his food? His blood chicken?
Blood chicken eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Clive was supposed to bring those down. I don't know what's taking him so long, but he sometimes has trouble. Those blood chickens are pretty vicious. So.
Well, that could be a problem. Could you please bring in something else because that man is hungry? He shouldn't die starving.
And some better water. His water was just filthy. I had to give him mine.
Yeah, well, all the water here is bad.
I
Water
can look
here
into
is,
that.
the water here is very salty. Always. That's
Oh.
why we never drink it. They drink ale instead. Salty ale.
Now,
Which
I
one?
can create water. I don't know how much. I can also purify water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so-
nice. Well, it's not impure in the sense that it's like poisonous. It's just not very tasty.
I can make 1 day supply of drinking water for 24 min.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's damn good.
Just go hit the well.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
they're
don't
looking pretty excited.
know if that would be worth it, but I do offer it to them.
Well, they're like, hell yeah. Hold on, and then they like start to go like they start emptying out barrels so they can fill it up with the water.
Well, I'd pull a Jesus and start creating water for them.
Nice. They're very excited about that. That you made them some water.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that uses my level 2 spell of the day. I get one of those and 2 level 1s, but I think it'll be good. We just won't have the healing, but we got a paladin, so it's good.
Nice. I like that you gave up the healing to give water to the peasants. That's good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not? So okay, so you're there with them, and they're super excited about the water now, and everything else. And what do you want to do now? You're kind of hanging out.
So let's consult some notes here.
Oh, the orphanage.
We've got
The
the
orphanage.
orphanage.
Oh, you want to see the orphans? Sure.
We've got the other merchant, and then still the
right.
hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, the other merchant is the guy that's standing out here. Once you make
Okay.
water, they introduce themselves, and you realize that one of them is the person that you were talking about. There's Tie Drizzle and Fall Thunder, and then Stormy Drizzle and Rain Black Cloud. Those are the 4 people that are here. They introduce themselves. So if you ask Tie Drizzle, he basically tells you the same story. He saw the maiden pointed at him, the finger fell down, and then he says, yeah, that Flurry is a greedy bastard. I was so shocked that I didn't think to grab the finger, but see, he got what he deserved, I think. And then his significant other, Fall Thunder, elbows him in the gut when he says that. And says, don't speak that way of diseased people.
Yeah, really, sad enough, I think.
Yeah, and then they start arguing.
All right.
So they're clearly like a couple. So you asked them where the orphanage is, I'm assuming. So I have to look to see where it is.
Yeah, orphanage, everybody? Orphanage?
Well, you already know where the other thing
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
You already know where the hospital is. The orphanage is. I'll point to both of them for you, though. So basically, the orphanage, the hospital again is here. The orphanage is here. You are here, roughly.
Yeah, that's close.
So you're gonna. Okay, you want to go to the orphanage? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Orphanage. Okay, so you start heading in the direction of the orphanage, and all right. So lightning starts to crash down in front of you, and it starts to rain harder. And when it hits the ground this time 2 bursts do hit the ground. Tiny little creatures. Well, not tiny. How much are we there, actually? Tiny is probably not a... Yeah, they're not that small. They are probably as big as like a human head, we'll say. And they look like they're like little balls of lightning basically going... There's 2 of them. They appear before you and they attack you. So roll initiative.
What?
Yep.
Who's rolling?
Now we're moving next to Wayne. They rolled a 6 this time. So you got to get a 6 if you want to beat them. 2? Okay, they're going to go first. All right, well, they don't have missile attacks, so I don't think. So they basically move in to attack you. So they do their move and they come into melee range. And then if you guys have movement or missile attacks, you can do that first.
Yeah, I want to move and attack them.
Okay. Does anyone want to use a missile weapon?
Well, I didn't really have it out. Does that take? Is there an action economy in this game?
Yeah, you'd have to take a turn to take it out, I think. Yeah. Especially if the bow is going to be on your back, probably.
But
If you wanted to draw a sword and attack in the same round, I'd say that's probably okay. I'm actually not sure. Marcus, do you know?
Typically, the way Greg does it is he just lets us pull out the sword and attack.
Yeah, but a bow on what with a bow too?
I never use a bow. I have a cleric.
Oh,
and
okay.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really think
Yeah, I just feel like a bow is more of a process to take out. That's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Especially
If you want to pull the sword out,
string.
you can do that and attack this round if you want. But if you want to use a bow, then it's going to take your turn to take it out.
Yeah, I would agree. So they're moving. They're right next to us now, right?
Yeah, they're moving in on you anyways. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll await the melee round then.
Okay. All right. Darts are kind of on your body, so I figure you just throw them. You don't really have to take them out. So if you want to use a dart, do
Okay,
that.
so I'll try the darts.
Okay. So there's 2 of these guys. They're also armor class 7. That's a popular armor class.
7. Wow. 4. I rolled a crit. And I rolled a 19.
You know what?
Did you get that?
No. Did you hit armor class 7?
Against armor class 7, the first roll was a 4.
That
The
definitely
second
misses.
roll was a crit. And
Yeah.
the third roll was a 19.
Okay, so you hit twice then.
Right. One was a critical.
Nice. There's no crits in this.
There is nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
I know it's sad.
Yeah.
Not really.
So,
I don't like crits.
so that
Doesn't bother me.
plus 1 on all damage, then I rolled a 1 plus the 1, so that's 2, and then I rolled a 3 plus the 1, so that's 4. So I got a 2 and a 4 on damage with the 2 that I hit.
2 and a 4. Okay. 6. Okay. Hold on. Why are you plus 1? Because you're a monk.
Plus 1 damage with
Sure.
the weapons. There's a notation here. Yeah.
Q. Just making sure. All right. So in there, you're throwing them, so nothing will happen. Okay. So they closed on you. So now it's the next section of the round where it's melee, and they go first. So they're going to attack. There's 4 of them. So the first one's going to attack. I mean, I'm sorry, 2 of them. The first one attacks our ranger, and the second one, actually, they both attack the ranger. You're being attacked by 2 of these shot guys. 11. What's your armor class?
Armor class is 4.
Cool. That's good. I thought I should make like a DM screen for this or something. So I don't keep looking. Let's see. So monster attack. Armor class 4. They're going to need an 11 to hit you, which is exactly what you rolled. So the first guy hits you, and the second one rolls a 10. So the second one does miss. The first one lashes out with like a small little lightning bolt, like kind of fist. It does 3 points of damage. So you get zapped. And that's their turn. So now it's up. Now it's on your end for melee. If anybody wants to do a melee attack,
Oh yeah,
and
and
it's 2 of these guys.
I rolled an 8, so that's probably shitty. I still don't know how do I do that attack thing. So I subtract 8 from 20, or what do I do?
Well, there's a matrix here. So you're on the paladin table. So their armor class 7. So you're level 2. So you would need a 7. Looking at it wrong. You need a 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't.
So,
I
actually-
did it once in this game yet.
Yeah, I think like first edition D&D, like using a missile weapon is so much better because you get most of them get like multiple attacks. So it really ups your game
Yeah,
on that.
true.
Yeah, so everybody actually is the same right now as far as your hit, which is basically, with the exception of fighters, but nobody here is a pure fighter. So you're all need a 12 to hit them.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so I missed with my sword.
Okay.
Leap-
Well, you had already gone.
Yeah.
You had already gone
Yeah,
this round
I
anyways.
did melee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this turn, I am taking the turn to pull out the sword at the end of the melee.
Perfect, you can do that.
Have it out by then.
All right, so Mark, you're attacking?
Yeah, Andromanthus rolled hit and armor class 0 for 6 damage.
Nice. Okay. You zap this. You hit this zap beast that hit you, and good. It does damage, and it's 6 points. Actually, it kills it. It zaps.
Nice.
You slice through it, and it basically goes whoosh, disappears in a bunch of sparks. How about Yarn? Tarn.
Yeah, Tarn's gonna go for I think a 2-handed spear attack rather than whipping out his shield. So he rolled a 13 plus 1, so 14.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. And 5 damage.
Nice. Okay, cool. It's still standing. Go ahead and roll Wayne, next round's initiative.
All right.
It got a 1 that time, so unless you get a 1, or
2.
that's enough.
A nice roll, and it's still not enough. So, apologies to the party again. Dang.
What'd you get? They only got a 1.
Okay.
So what'd you get for initiative?
2.
Oh, yes, you go first.
I got two. Oh, I do
All
go
right.
first. Oh, okay.
Yeah, high is better for initiative.
Oh, high is
Okay,
better.
yep. So everybody can go ahead and make their melee attacks as we just go across. How about the go first paladin?
I hit.
Yay!
Oh my god. 5 damage. Because I'm
Nice.
using it two-handed, so.
Yeah, I figured you would. Okay, at that. Okay, go ahead and next, Mark. Sorry, your character's name is Andor.
And Dermanthus hits
And
an armor class 5 for
That
3
is-
damage.
Nice. Okay, and then we've got Lee.
Lee, okay?
Yeah. Did I give everybody a bastard sword?
With a Ford. with a 4, I don't think I hit.
No, definitely not.
Rather than,
And then how about Tarn?
Yeah, Tarn rolled a 1, so I think Tarn just kind of stumbles a bit.
Okay. Okay, so let us see. So first, Soda hits. Let me just check this. And then Andor hit. Okay, nope. All right, so it's going to attack. It doesn't. Basically, that's a thing to see if it shocks you, but it didn't. So first attack's going to be, or it only gets 1 attack, I should say. Number 4. So it's going to go after Tarn. It lashes out at you with its little electrical hand and rolls a 17, which should definitely hit you. So you get a little zap action going on. 5 points of damage. It basically arcs out and just taps you across the head with a little electrical damage. That's right. Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative again. You got 6 this time.
Jeez. 3.
Okay, it goes first. It's actually going to retreat, which I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if you get a free shot at it. I don't think you do.
No, I have to hit it. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, fine. You hit
Stay
it.
here.
Okay, that's fine. You can hit it. I'm assuming you get a. I'm looking at retreating. It's up to the referee to decide if any special rules. Well, I'm the referee. Most referees allow enemy a free attack if the hero or monster tries. Okay, so yeah, so it says most referees allow a free attack if you try to retreat. So go ahead
Yes.
and make your attack. Yep.
8 damage.
8 damage actually
Yes.
kills it.
All right.
So you slice through it as it starts to take off.
Woohoo! So good job.
Okay, nothing happens. Damn it. It has like a cool special effect if I roll a certain thing, which is not that I'm trying to kill you.
Special
No,
of
of course not.
Maybe a little bit. I just like fun special
for that
effects.
CPK.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, nice. It's a TPK special effect. Okay, so no. All right, cool. So while that's going on, I think I was supposed to be singing to you, but I'm not gonna. So while the fight was going on, where's the song? Okay, it also, the wind has been bashing you down as you're doing this. So these things are bouncing around, but while you're fighting them, that went really quick, which was good. Okay, so during the fight, the heavy winds are picking up and you hear a song. For us, a great temple was made. The memory of our tragedy began to fade. Trapped in stone, our power lost, our people paying the dearest cost. And so we sit, my sisters and I, the time for our return is nigh. Thunder and lightning are a fearsome foe, but they have one true fear that we know. Okay, so do you hear that part of the song?
Again, I point at my companions. I told you.
What did you tell us? Oh, there's nothing.
She's been saying something. I don't know what it was.
You know, no one likes officious people.
True.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Ursula gives good homework. Come on, she's all right.
Okay, so you're heading towards the orphanage, correct? Oh man.
I believe so.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
And I'll be
House of
back.
the Sea
I'll be
Children.
back in a minute.
Okay. Okay, I have to read about this. Okay, coming up on the House of the Sea Children, that's what it's called. All is totally silent. Toys are left uninterrupted on the ground, and a wooden seesaw has stood untouched for days. I don't know how you would know that, but that's what it says. Entering the orphanage, Cool Undercurrent, one of the caretakers, oh, that's the person's name. Cool Undercurrent greets you at the door. So she says, greetings, I am Cool Undercurrent. What brings you to the House of the Sea Children? Oh, he explained, I should say. Cool Undercurrent is obviously a dude's name. I should have known that.
God.
So
I
he's
say we would
love
like
the
to.
names of these characters. I do.
Yeah.
the names are based on the weather on the day that they were born.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
man.
It's kind of cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
It sounds so North Beach, Hawaii, you know?
Yeah.
We would like to either talk to the children or maybe to you if you can describe their visions to us.
Oh yes, the children have been having many visions. So many so that they don't even want to be awake. They're sleeping, most of them, anyways. So maybe
And what are they about?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. You could talk to. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you the name of the kid. There's one child that you see when you look in. It's one big room basically that you can look into, and you do see a child, but I don't.
Okay.
I must have missed the paragraph that talks about that. Oh, directly behind the main room, there's a workshop. Okay, so it shows blah, blah, blah. In the main room, there's a group of adults sitting around a table playing a card game. Next to them is a little girl eating a bowl of mashed fish. So he says to you, so Cool Undercurrent says, it's hard to really, for me to describe, but you could talk to, Windy. Her name is Windy. Oh, because she's an orphan. Because part of your name has to do with your parents. That's why she only has one name. So she's Windy.
Because Windy has stormy eyes.
Yeah. So Windy is sitting there eating a bowl of mashed fish with some adults who are playing cards. Would you like to speak with Windy, he says? Cool Undercurrent. I like that name, actually. Cool Undercurrent. I might actually use that. It's my favorite one so far.
I'm thinking of using that in a Shadowrun thing or something like that. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for one of the native people, yeah, for a shaman or something like that.
Yeah, Shadowrun. That would just be. 'Cause there's a scenario that they're out in Hawaii, so yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
But I know to Cool Undercurrent, of course, we would like to talk to Windy.
Yeah.
Okay. So he tells you as you're walking over there, he says, yeah, it's strange. Maybe a month ago, all of the children woke at once, screaming, excited that they saw while they were sleeping a vision of a beautiful lady with cracks in her skin. So he says they only want to wake up, eat, and then immediately go back to bed because they see such beautiful things. So then he brings you over to the table. And you meet Windy. So she looks up at you and she says, hello.
Hello. Can you tell us about these dreams that you've been having?
What?
Visions in your sleep.
Oh yeah, visions. They're so fun. When I go to sleep, I travel to lands far away. And even my mother is there, and she's a princess.
Oh. And what else do you see? What about the lady? The beautiful lady.
Oh. Oh, the lady, like with the cracked skin? That lady? That's what you're asking her?
Yes.
So she says, oh, yes, the beautiful lady with the song. And then she starts to sing the song. 5 we were, my sister and I. 5 we were in the sky. Our lovely brothers and sisters we ruled. Our voice to soothe, our voice to cool. A sibling with a wrath so great, no peace their violence could abate. Anger to destroy, fueled by fire. Chaos was their only desire. Broken we fell to the ground. Sleep deafened by the sound. And when she finishes singing the song, the caretaker that's with her immediately like scolds her and starts to chastise her because she spoke the words that are not allowed, the names of the gods. So then Wendy is sad and she starts to cry, and then she just wants to go to sleep. So now you've got a crying girl with mush soup or mush fish soup or whatever she's eating. They only eat fish here, so mashed fish.
Huh.
Well, and blood chicken eggs.
Well,
But those are much more rare.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're not very happy about that she spoke the words.
I scold. No, I look scoldingly at the caretaker. She's just a girl.
Well, the names bring the wrath of the gods.
Am I wrong, or is the wrath of your gods already here?
I mean, no, she wouldn't say wrath actually, because the wrath is the name of the
They
gods.
said,
Oops. So she says,
yes,
yes,
yeah.
because well, I think one of the gods is named Wrath. So I shouldn't be saying wrath all this time. Take
Yeah.
all that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says, she says yes, and that's why we cannot say their names.
I
then
don't
she's looking
understand
around.
this region.
Mm-hmm. She says, people have spoken the names of the gods and been struck where they stood by lightning and thunder. Right in the
Well,
street.
apparently the girl is still well.
So the gods may have.
Well, it's probably the
because
bolts
of
that
the
are
water.
saving her. She's safe while she's in here because of the bolts.
Bolts?
Don't you know anything,
The metal
foreigners?
rods.
No.
The metal rods. They're lightning rods.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she says the bolts save us. That's why we stay inside during the storms.
I see.
Because the god's vengeance is swift.
Now I'm waiting for a character named Powder.
So she just tells you that, or the one you're talking to, who doesn't have a name, so I have to give her a random name. Hold on.
Right.
Just because I'm enjoying it so much, I'm going to make it a random name. She is Dropstorm. So Dropstorm tells you that it's terrible because while we're happy that the children are not seeing terrible visions, they're not awake more than a couple hours a day, and I think that they're getting sick, and we're very nervous about this.
Lee Palau is going to, because the little girl is upset.
Yep, she wants to go to bed. I want to go to sleep.
The cool undercurrent and said, "Allow me to escort her to the bed chambers, the children's sick."
What?
There's a-
What do you mean?
What it is she seems to be upset with the caretakers and all that. So it's just like, taking her away from that environment and letting her go to where she can sleep, in wherever the bunk room is for all the kids. I'm assuming it's probably kind of like a community
Oh, okay. So you want to bring her so she can go to sleep?
There's a method to this. There's a reason. So,
Okay.
wanting to go see.
So she looks at you and she says, okay, I'll go with you. We don't just let strangers take our children into, dark rooms. So she gets up, or he gets up, sorry, cool undercurrent, and heads with you to where the children sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So,
when we get there, what do we see?
So let's see. We're in the part of so there's a large bedroom.
Uh-huh.
It's dark, obviously, because people are sleeping in there. They got the windows closed. And you're looking around, and you actually suddenly see a outline of a long, spindly humanoid creature standing over some of the children. You can just barely make it out. Cool undercurrent doesn't quite see it. He doesn't have the sharp eyes that you have, but you definitely see three of these. There are over three of the children.
Okay.
And do we all
as soon
see
as-
this?
Yeah, as soon as you see them, and you're like, as soon as you see them, they immediately.
Was anybody going to follow me and all that? I mean, like I said.
Yeah, I'm sure that you're all in the doorway. It's literally a door right there. So like you open the door.
This was
Yeah.
the reason why, because I, suspecting something
Yeah.
was going on.
No, smart. You had the right smart thought first. So basically, as soon as you kind of see them and you say something to the others, you can all see them clearly once he points them out. They attack you, basically. So roll initiative, and now it's Mark.
Do you guys see the creatures giving them these happy dreams and then attack us?
5.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Win?
5.
I got it.
No, I'm saying I was thinking creatures giving them these happy dreams, and then they go and attack us. That's, I'm finding that kind of like, yeah. Okay,
Yeah. So where the monsters are to play is they will attack.
Mental commentary in Lee's head, Just,
Yeah. So you found what you were looking for, but not what you thought it was going to be.
Right.
So basically, these things are like shadowy looking things. They have large mouths, and they're kind of. I don't know if there's a picture of them. I don't think there is, but they're basically like shadows, but with kind of like gaping, almost like the Scream mask kind of mouth, and they come at you. So they want initiative, so they're going to move, and they're going to come right up at you. They're close enough that they can actually. I think that's what they do. Let me just quickly read. Let's see. They will attack. Okay, yeah, they're attacking you. Cool. So they basically come shooting at you, and so if you want to move or do missile weapon, that would be during this part of the round now.
Okay. I only have one dart left. I'll take a shot at it and then try to do like a dodge, since I'm kind of like, I guess, head of the class here in this room.
Okay, so let's see.
Right.
So they're emancipated, lanky creatures who stand on tall, spiny legs. Rather than having hands or feet, their bones simply extend into jagged points. Yeah. They have thick lizard-like skin. They were just hiding in the shadows. They don't look like shadows. I just read that wrong. Yes, they basically come running at you. They're like lizardy things with pointy hands. So go ahead, make your attack. I'm sorry.
What armor class is that?
Armor class 3.
3.
They have AC 3. Yeah, these guys are pretty armored with their thick skin. So you're going to need a 16 to hit them.
16 or better? Yeah. 13 isn't going to do it, so the dart flies off into the distance, and I'm going to try to do a roll and tumble dodge to get out of their way, so I can get to my broadsword. I mean my bastard sword.
I'm sorry. You're gonna basically just defend yourself. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. By doing a fucking roll out of the way and all that, so that I can grab my sword and be ready for a next attack.
Cool. Okay, that's fine. So they come running forward. Does anybody else want to move? besides that? They're coming at you, so you don't have to move to get to them if you don't want to. Or you can retreat, obviously.
I would run forward to just hold them off, maybe, so they don't jump on our ranged people.
Yeah, I'd help out with that as well. With the shield and spear at the ready.
Yeah, they're like basically climbing like over the beds too. Like they're like running across the children as they do this. And the children aren't rising because they're tired. Okay, so they come forward and they're going to make attacks. There's two of them, no, three of them. I said right. The first one is going to attack Ander. The second one is going to attack. No, I'm sorry, not Ander. Tarn for the first one, and then Soda. And the third one, that's funny. The third one attack Ander. So either way, it works out that way. So one on Ander, one on Tarn, one on Soda. So I'll do Ander first. 12. What's your AC, Ander?
4.
Oh yeah, that's a good AC. Okay, that does not hit you. Well, hold on, I'm looking at the wrong table, but I still don't think it hits you. Nope, it's 13 hit you. And then the second attack is against Soda. That's a 12. What's your AC, Soda?
5.
AC 5. That just hit you. So you get hit by one of them. And the third one attacking Tarn, and he gets a 15, which will hit up to AC 2. You don't have AC 2, right?
No, 6.
Okay, so you also get hit. So one each. So they have these like spiny hands, and they kind of make contact and stab into you with their jabber, as it's called. So the one against Soda, 1 point of damage. It just knocks off you a little bit. And the one against, another one. 2 ones in a row. So 1 point of damage each. So they don't really get good, clean shots at you. They kind of like stab and hit you, but don't really make good contact. So now it's melee on your side. Everybody who didn't go already, so that would be, we'll just go right down the road. Let's start with Tarn. I'm assuming you want to make a melee attack.
Yeah, I'm going to make a melee attack. Let's see. And, oh, Jesus, rolled another 1. I'm just reeling in the ones tonight.
Okay, so one does not hit. And then we've got Andor. Oh, I think you're muted.
God damn it. Yeah, and Ander did not hit. Ander swinged wildly.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay. Okay. So let me so you all missed. So let me just see if you killed any children.
We'd have to count that as
What?
Wait a minute.
startling creatures, and it's caught everybody off guard.
Yeah. Actually, you're supposed to all have a -2 to attack if you don't want to hit any kids. I should have said that. It didn't matter anyways.
Yeah.
So make sure that you factor that in, or you risk hitting the kid if you miss. I didn't tell you, so I'm not going to count it this time. Okay. So because they're standing on top of children right now. Okay. So next round.
A quick question, Dan. Then.
Yeah.
What about Lee's unarmed attack? Would that still incur a minus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically they're gonna if you miss by enough, they're gonna basically move, and you might end up hitting the child, or maybe when they dodge, they scratch the child with their foot or something like that. Basically, it's a hazard. Or you can try to get the children out of there. I mean, you have those options as well. Their initiative is only 1 this round. So go ahead and roll initiative for us, Mark.
Me.
There's
That's a
3 of
3.
these things. Nice, you guys go first. So anybody moving or missile fire before we start up? I don't think you are.
Well, I would shout to everyone. I would shout to everyone that we should probably get away from the children, and I will back out of the room.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Cool.
I'll
So,
back out as well.
Yeah, I'll back out.
See if they pursue.
all right. Cool. So what I'll say is, yeah, there's nothing.
Oh wait, they should.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you do I'm gonna do it like basic D&D. So if you do a fighting retreat, meaning that like you only move half your distance backwards and you don't make an attack, then they won't get like an opportunity attack against you. I mean, they can still move closer to you, but they would have to follow you. If you want to just turn out and run and go your full movement, then they'll be able to attack you twice basically because they haven't gone yet. So it depends on how far you want to go.
Yeah. I would say
Just to get out of the room is all.
Okay, so you're just backing up. Okay.
Defensive retreat. Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. Is anybody staying in the room with them?
No.
Oh. Okay, so they actually don't come out. They actually back further into the room when you do that, and they start to like kind of duck down behind the kids.
What I expected. Yeah.
Damn it.
Had a feeling.
You can hear like moaning sounds, like kind of like that kind of thing. Not like pleasurable moaning.
That from the children?
Okay.
It's hard to say, but maybe. Probably, yes. Yep.
What Lee is looking at the caretaker, Cool Undercurrent.
Yep.
What is his expression? What is he doing? What is he looks like he's thinking?
All right. Yeah, so you turn around. I mean, this whole combat's taking about 5 seconds. So all of a sudden he's basically freaked out. He's like, "Whoa, the fuck!" And he's like, "We have to save the children."
This is a surprise to him too. Okay.
Yeah, it appears to be. He basically is actually. That's a good point. When he sees you coming out of the room, he says, "We have to save the children," and he actually runs into the room and starts trying to shake children awake.
Okay.
That's what he's doing this round. So let's roll. There's still somewhat an initiative, unless you're going to leave. Go ahead and roll another initiative.
No.
They got a 1.
Let's roll initiative.
2.
We gotta do this.
Nice. So you guys go first. The Cool Undercurrent wakes up one child, but the child actually runs not out of the room, but like out to the side of the room, so it stays in the room. And go ahead, tell what you guys want to do. Missiles or melee?
I'm thinking just whether we wake them up or not. To start, I'm shouting this out to the party. Whether we wake them up or not, maybe we just need to grab them. Hallway, they do not seem to want to pass the doorway. We could just, line them up along the halls, and just sit them up, and they can get up on their own.
How many children are there?
Yeah, that's the next question.
You're good. 8.
I say, I will take care of the creatures. Maybe two of us should carry the children out.
Well, yeah. Lee's going to go ahead and start grabbing children.
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll a d6 to see.
What are the strengths of, if I can ask, of the party?
You just want to grab a kid, and you could. I mean, if you want to do it without hurting kids.
I mean, who would be the best ones to attack these creatures or defend against these creatures, and who should be?
Oh, I don't know. You're having a conversation about this now. I think everybody's going to do what they're doing. It's like, hold on, who might be doing this? Well, either you're going to move now or you're not. I mean, yeah.
Regardless.
Okay,
regardless of that.
I'm just going to move and grab closest one laying there in the bed. Just grab the child and race them out of this room and rest them up.
Okay, so if you want to, this is how you'll be able to do it, like mechanically. If you want to go in and try to wake a child up, they might be able to get up and run. If you want to grab them, you'll have to move.
I'm just going to grab them and carry them back.
Okay, so it's going to take you 2 rounds then, because you can't separate your movement in this. So you're basically going to move forward. You're going to grab them on your melee attack round, and then you can move next round.
Okay.
That's how you do it. Okay, that's fine. So you're doing that. What else? What else people doing?
Well, I see that there's 2 people actually trying to reach the children. So, along with, I wrote down names.
Yeah.
Cool. Also in there, yeah.
I will also be just defending the children, or essentially trying to get in the way. I mean, I guess I will be making attacks, but I'll be extra careful. If a child's in the way, I won't make an attack.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, same here. I rush in and do the same.
Okay, so you guys are basically moving in to fight.
Yeah.
And how about Tarn? Tarn, right? Tarn.
Yeah, I guess if there's two defending, I'll go help move the children out of there.
Okay, so are you gonna just run in and grab the kid like Lee's doing, or do you want to try to wake them up?
Try to wake them up.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay. 4.
Okay, so as soon as you shake this kid, it wakes up and it will follow your instructions. It says so. If you tell it to leave, it'll leave.
Mm-hmm. And I just say, "Get up, follow me. We got to get out of here."
Okay, so it's following you.
Great.
It can move on its own. You don't have to carry it, basically. So you won't have to. So you don't have to use your. You won't have to go back and forth. You can stay in the room, basically. You can just tell it to leave, and it will leave. That was what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
That way, next round you can wake up another kid if you want, as opposed to leaving and coming back.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Well, yeah.
Cool. All right, so then you beat them in initiative. So the two people who they don't have missile attacks. They're just going to fight you. So go ahead and if you have melee attacks, the two people that are fighting the creatures, go ahead and do it, and then our monk will pick up the one child as well.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you swing wildly and miss. So go ahead and roll again. If you roll less than a 5, you hit a child.
Oh no. 12.
Okay, so you don't hit a child. Your sword like sticks into the bed right next to the kid. All right. How about Ander? What are you doing? Oh, muted.
So if I take a swing, basically, I have a chance of hitting a child.
If you miss the kid, and then by a lot, like if you roll less than like 5, if you miss the kid by more than 5, or miss the attack by more than 5, then you roll again. And if you roll under a 5, you have the kid. It's a pretty low chance unless you roll shitty twice in a row, but it could still happen.
All right. Yeah, I'll take a swing. I'm going to roll again, though, because I'm pretty sure that one hit. So I like to keep the risk involved here. No, God damn it. Why did I do that? So I rolled a 4.
Right.
So now I roll again.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 7.
Okay, so it doesn't hit. You're very close, but you don't hit. You actually think you may have hit a kid, but you didn't. It's like that close.
I cut someone's teddy bear in half.
Yeah, exactly. It's like right next to her, like, the chopped right next to where they were sleeping. Okay, a pillow, feathers go flying. Okay, so they're going to attack the two, I guess, that are in the front. So there'll be one attack against each of you, and then one extra one that will be against Ander. So first against, I'll just do. So first, they roll an 8 and they miss. Against Ander, they roll a 1 and they miss. And a 3 and they miss. Wow, they roll shitty. They don't have a chance of hitting the kids because that would just be, well, maybe they should. All right, so hold on. There's a chance they hit the kids too. Nope. 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 Okay, so they swing wildly and they also miss. So coming into the next round, go ahead and roll initiative for me, Mark. They got a 5.
I also got a 5.
Okay, so simultaneous initiative. So whoever's moving, which I guess is going to be our monk, you're running a child out, so that's one child's out. Is anybody else moving? Not really, right? Anybody else do a missile fire?
No.
Okay, so they're not going to move or do missile fire either. So we're back to melee. So go. So now this round.
Has he gotten any kids out?
What's that?
Has Cool gotten any kids out?
Yeah, he's going to go now because he goes on the kid waking the kids up is on the melee attack. So Cool is going to wake up a child who does the same thing and like gets on the ground and crawls under the bed, like he doesn't leave. Yeah, so that's one more kid that's awake but still in the room.
Okay. I got my game plan then. I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so what is just do? Well, this is first, Marcus. So, are you all waking up another child? Or are you gonna grab a child? What do you want to do?
Try to wake up another one.
All right, so roll a d6 on that.
A 4 again.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that child will leave the room if you tell him to.
Yep, I would tell him to get out as well, like the other kid.
And if the fighters want to take some swings at these things.
So Andromanthus takes a swing and misses, and then rolls a 5 for 6 damage.
Oh, you mean you actually hit him?
Wow.
I believe I hit a child.
You rolled 2 lows.
I rolled a 4 and then I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you kill a child. Right,
Oh
this is
my God.
This is one less child in there. Yeah, so you basically slice through a child. How about soda?
Oh god.
I must say
is
that
One less kid to wake up, I guess.
Is it beyond help?
Yeah, a child has like 2 hit points. Or
Oh
something.
God,
You are.
Andrew.
Yeah, you like really run it through. Like the creature's there, and you swing really hard at it, it steps back, and the sword just goes down.
Oh my god.
Can we just defend like
Well, they're not attacking the children.
Oh
They're attacking you because you're trying to take the children. It just happens to be that you guys are in the front, so they're fighting.
yeah,
they're
so
attacking.
I would like just to or can I change my move now? No, but okay. So I would like to just after seeing Ander murdering that kid, I would like to just stand there and keep them occupied while the kids are transported out until I've got space to actually attack without murdering kids too.
Okay, so you're basically like swinging your sword around, but not in any kind of not in a
Yes.
violent way to to draw their attacks, but not actually attacking. So there's no risk of hitting the kids.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll allow that.
I killed a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So now they're going to. So it's like actually. They're not happy that you killed the child, I guess, because the 2 are going to attack you. And 14, that might actually hit you. I'm sorry, what's your AC again? I probably should write this down.
My AC is 4.
Your AC is 4, so it needs a 13 to hit. So it needs a 14 to hit, which is exactly what it rolled. No, it needs 13. So it hits you, and then a 12, so it misses the second time. And then against the paladin, 9, which I don't think hits you, because that would only hit armor class 8. So you get hit by the creature 1 time. It's jabs you for 1 point of damage. Wow, that die rolls a lot of ones. So you get jabbed again for another 1 point. And that's the end of that round. So go ahead and roll initiative again. They got a 1.
I got a 3.
Nice. Okay, so nobody's moving or doing missiles, right? So as your melee action, you can either wake a child up, carry. You're running. Oh, you moved, right? The monk ran back in. I'm assuming.
Now I'm coming back in.
Okay.
While I'm coming back in, how many children now are out in the hallway?
Okay, so there's 2 children in the hallway. No, 3, because Marcus got another one out there.
Right.
There's 3 in the hallway. There's 2 that are like hiding in the room that are awake. There's 1 who is dead, and there's 2 more that are sleeping.
All right. I'm going to head for the ones that are hiding. I'm trying to talk them into heading for the door and running out into the hall.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay.
They're not going to run by themselves because they're frightened. So you'll have to take them if you want to take those ones.
Okay, so then I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So you run in and you do that as your melee. So that's okay. So 1 just left the room.
Right.
Good. What are you doing? A turn.
How many kids were there left?
There's 2 more that are sleeping, and one that's like scared. That's just like in there hiding.
Okay, I'm gonna go for one of the sleeping kids. I rolled a 3.
Cool. A 3 is. It's always what they are frightened, so they run. They basically you'll have to either hold on to them, which you can do because you're pretty fast. If you want, they might not run and hide, but you're gonna have to carry this one out next round, or it's gonna stay in here.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab him and.
Okay, so next
Try
round
to carry him out,
you'll
it's
come
fine.
out of the room. Cool.
Yeah.
And then what are the fighters doing? You're just kind of keeping them distracted, or do you want to attack?
Mm-hmm. No. Distracting is enough. We did help enough.
There's only 2 more. There's only 1 more actually that's sleeping.
Or actually, can we? I mean, I assume that they like started picking up children in one corner. Can we maybe move over so we just can attack properly now. With
You're
that.
basically standing over the last living child.
Oh shit. Okay.
They took him away from where the monsters were.
Yeah. Okay, so I swing wildly without hitting the child.
How about Ander? Do you want to risk it?
Ander is frozen in place,
Okay.
sort of like second guessing every decision he's made in life up to this point.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, poor him. Yeah,
Okay.
I understand that.
That sucks. Okay. All right, so they're going to attack because they don't care. This time 2 against the paladin. All right, so the first one is an 18. That definitely hits you. The second one is a 5, which is low enough that I can see if it hits a child. It does not. And the third one attacking our ranger is a 14, which is enough to hit. So against Soda, 4 points of damage. Against poor Ander, who's sitting there doubting himself, 2 points.
I'm getting lucky with these damage rolls.
You are, and rangers also have a lot of hit points, so you're doing very good with the damage. Okay, so that's the end of that round. So one more time with the initiative. I think we're getting close here. They roll a 3.
3 as well.
Okay, so simultaneous. Okay, so currently our monk and our druid are standing outside the room. So you guys want to run in? I'm assuming on your movement, if you're following what you were doing. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get that kid out that I had grabbed last time.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You're in the room, so you're going to run out this
Yeah,
time.
right.
The monk's outside the room, so you're going to run back in.
I'm gonna run in because it looks like we both grabbed one of the kids that were already awake.
No, there's one more. There's one more awake kid, and then there's one that's sleeping.
Okay, well, do I see the one that's hid, or are they that well hid?
No, you can see them.
I can see the hid.
Yeah, they're kids. They're hiding like this.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and go over to that one, and kind of like
Here,
talk
you
them
get
down and
Okay.
put them back out.
Cool. All right. So you move in. You'll get them next round. You'll run back out with them. Okay. So and Mark's run back. Okay. So now you guys aren't moving, right? By the children, Ander and Soda. There's 3 of these guys still fighting you right on top of the last child. So what would you like to do?
Okay, well, Ander still is not. He sees the child. He will not attack, but he will stay in spot.
Okay.
Stay in place to continue drawing attention. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Same thing with Soda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 2 attacks to Soda. 15, which hits you. 10, which I don't think you're armor class 6 though, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, 5. 5.
5. Okay, yes, that misses you. It wouldn't miss anyways, even 6. And then attack against. Okay, so 1 each hit. First against Soda, 6 points of damage. Oof, this dice started to creep its way
Shit,
up.
I'm down.
Are you really? Oof.
Yes. Wow, I didn't expect that.
No, me neither.
No.
And 3 towards Ander. Ander, who has all the hit points, is taking the
Yeah, but
shit damage.
it's adding up.
Yeah, it is. The paladin drops on that last attack, and now you're faced with 3 of these monstrosities,
Okay,
and one child on the ground.
real
Yeah.
quick. How does the paladin drop? Does she drop in such a way that she acts as a shield or a cover to the child?
Probably. Yeah, probably. That would be her last move.
I think that would be something a paladin would do. Yes.
Roll
Yeah,
for
that's-
that way,
it's like
that
her
way
last
Ander can
action.
attack and she's shielded.
Yeah, so you know what? Go ahead, Mike, and give me a d6 roll because you might wake the child up.
A 3?
Okay, you do, but it's like so frightened it doesn't move. It's just laying under your dead body as you bleed onto it. And it's-
Yeah, at
and
least
maybe
I
it's
don't
screaming.
kill it.
Yeah, it's screaming. It was like, I was so happy to be sleeping. Beautiful princesses.
Just take solace in the fact that you died like every paladin should.
Exactly. Okay, so last round of initiative. Oh, they got a 6.
Fatalist view.
From the person who killed a child.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Well, I can't believe the
Yeah. That's a 2.
Okay, so they're going first, and you're the only one standing there, so you get to attack 3 times. 10, which misses you. Then you have 12 to hit you. So 16 hits. 20. See, aren't you glad there's no crits? So two hits. This could be bad.
I got 4 left.
Really? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, 5. Oh man. So
Going for
5 and then 1. So you drop on top of this kid too, and this thing's like stabbing down through the child, but not hitting it because. So yeah, you guys look at it and you see both your fighter friends just went down.
I'd like, so just as a death scene, as a bit of a cut scene here. So as I go down, I put one hand on the child that I slay, and then I just look up at the other party members and say, "How's my hair?" And then I just die.
Oh my god!
I was meant to do some
Beautiful.
kind of cool
Beautiful.
inspirational thing, but
Oh my God.
The paladin shields the kid, and he's concerned about his hair. I can't
He's like-
believe it.
And with his dying breath. And talk about infamous last words.
oh my god. Okay, so basically you see your 2 fighters go down, and there's one child that you believe is still alive buried underneath the paladin because it's so you definitely know it's alive because it's screaming. She's screaming about princesses and flowers and now blood. So what would you guys like to do?
Try to get her
I
out.
guess we'll roll initiative. 3 initiative on their side. I guess you can still roll more.
5.
5. So you go first. What do you guys want to do? There's one more.
Yeah, try to get the kid out.
I'm getting the one that's hidden and taking him or her out. Taking the child
Okay.
out.
If you
Yeah,
want
you're on the move back in. So you're running back in,
I'm
Marcus.
taking it out this turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But Marcus is running back in, right? With because you're already.
yeah, I'll run back in if the
Well, there's one more child. If you care about saving the last child.
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
The last child whose name is Rainfall Barrage.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so yeah, so the child's awake. You're gonna have to pull this child out because it's definitely traumatized.
Yeah.
So you roll in though, you run in to get it, and you're basically now in the path of 3 monsters that are gonna attack you.
Okay.
Wow, this is a tough room. Here we go. 4 misses. But I'm gonna roll if it hits a child or not, and it does. It actually stabs into the child. So hold on a second, jump again. 8 misses you again. And hits the child again. Yeah, the child's definitely dead. Oh, and then 19 hits you. All right, so this thing's like you're trying for the child. It like stabs through the child, and then stabs you
Oh god.
for 5 hit points of damage.
Ooh, brings me down to 1.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Holy crap.
So there's 3 of these things, and you're able to. The child is now dead because you heard it scream out.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
I call back the Tarn and say, basically the Gandalf thing, run, you fool.
Yeah, it actually doesn't. After the last child dies, the creatures actually, if you start to run back or away from it, they actually they take off.
Yeah, I would heed his try to run out of there, retreat.
Yeah, they don't like disappear. They just like bust out the windows.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Wow.
These things are
Holy
awesome.
shit. So yeah. If you so you
Took
killed
down both the fighters.
2 children, 2 wow, and the other the druid is hurt.
Well, fighting man and fighting.
Yeah.
The Druid is really hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, Druid's hanging on to dear life.
Yeah. So you guys are basically weakened a little bit here, having lost a big chunk of your party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hear the rain is just like pouring down now. There's like thunder and lightning crashing, and cool breeze or whatever this guy's name is.
Cool undercurrent.
Cool undercurrent is like sobbing with dead children, and it's kind of like a real big mess. What do you want to do?
Oh my god. Well, get these children. The thing is if we put them in another room and they go to sleep, are these damn things gonna come back?
Yeah, you don't know that.
Son of a bitch. The way we're talking, we just turned this video into PG-13 anyway. But, Yeah.
I think we should go maybe heal up.
I think that Lee and Tarn need to go back and to the ship
Right.
and let the the backup crew know everything that we know, and maybe see if we can get some more help.
Yeah, you see in half elf sitting on the railing of the ship, dangling her feet over to the water side, and is waiting impatiently for something to do.
Okay, so you're heading back to the boat. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we know that we have other people there. We thought that we could do this. We considered ourselves the A team and all that, but the A team is hurting and suffering.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll. The two guys are alive. Roll a d8.
Roll a D8. A 1.
Actually, the other you can roll for your new characters too. They're just not. They don't have to be together to see this. So everybody just roll a d8.
Okay. A 1 and a 2.
Okay. Well, no, not your other character. The other two people that did. But it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I see.
That's okay. How about the thief?
Oh, I understood. I'm sorry. I understood the other two should roll. Sorry.
No, but I figured your other characters are about to come into play, so they might.
Oh, okay. 3.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. What about Tarn?
A 4.
Okay. Cool. All right, so out of the sky, you see a large bolt of lightning, larger and angrier than any lightning bolt you've ever seen before. This is like crazy big. It cracks in the sky, but it doesn't come anywhere near you. It actually hits that tower.
At the end of the bridge?
Yeah, the one that's right there. Am I showing that right? There we go. That one. It slams into the tower. Massive crash of lightning. It's so bright that it like illuminates the entire city. Like it's pretty dark because it's with all the rain, but it's so bright. And then all of a sudden, just lightning bolt after lightning bolt starts hitting that tower. One after the other. All right, you're going to go back to the boat to get the rest of the party, right?
Yep. And can I actually, I guess around the time we get back to the boat, I want to cast Predict Weather, which allows me to know basically what the weather conditions are going to be like for the next 12 hours.
Cool.
In 2 miles per level, so within 4 miles.
Nice.
I bet you get the answer yes.
Rain. No, I'm just curious if it's going to be like constantly storming or not, basically.
Yeah, you know what's weird is when you do this, and probably like about a mile of where you are, and for like a radius of where this tower is, there's rain and massive amounts of lightning, and outside that area, clear skies.
Oh wow! Okay.
And it doesn't feel at all natural. Like it definitely feels like a supernatural type thing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely something I'm going to relate to the party once we're all sorted out. But yeah, for now, I'll just note it to myself.
Okay.
Awesome.
And do you guys tell us everything you gathered?
Yeah, can we just
So-
say that we
Did you take the finger and the bodies? Like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I assume we would have taken that.
I figured that. I was
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Then the half elf would what's my name? Hold on. My half elf is called Susuma. She would she would point at the tower and say, maybe this is some sign? Maybe we should look there?
I think so as well. I was just reading the weather patterns, and it seems like everything around this tower's, just full of this storm, surrounded by the storm. But everything outside of it, not even 2 miles away, it's clear.
Okay, something real quick. My other character is a druid also, and its second level spell is Cure Light Wounds. Can I play this character just long enough to cure my fellow druid here?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that.
Okay. So
That's
and
your
Cool.
D6 plus 1, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
D8 plus 1.
Yeah, Q8 ones are
Yeah,
D6.
smart.
What is it? D6 or D8?
6.
D6. Very good. Thank you. All right. 4 plus 1, 5 points.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect. So that'll bring me to, I think 6 out of 8. Not bad.
That's pretty
Thank
good.
you very much.
Yeah, that's good. So just remember that if that druid comes into play, that you use that second level spell. What is your Mark? What's your new character?
Well, so you see this plucky, like sort of older looking dwarf, noticing this huge crash and deciding that it was about time for him to get over his seasickness, and so he starts think of sort of a montage of him putting stuff in all of his pockets, getting all his gear ready to go, and then sort of a close up with sort of a "let's do this."
Nice. And your dwarf is named.
Shield Hammer, Hammer Shield.
Nice. Nice.
He is a fighter / thief.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm a thief too.
All right.
Cool.
Woo.
Like a thief. All right. So, cool. So you're a fire thief. You're just a straight up thief, right? Half elf, straight up thief.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you're healed, right, Marcus? So you'll continue to play that character.
Yeah.
Why don't we take? You want to take a minute?
Absolutely.
Since we're now in the next section of the module, your plan is to what? Head to the tower, or do you want to stay in the city? Okay.
I think the tower, yeah.
Into the tower. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's take 5.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, I'll probably stay on, just switch to my mobile, smoke a cigarette.
When I was gone, did I look like Five Maidens? Or did I look like a dude?
Well, that's disturbing, Daniel.
Well, no, because I switched my picture, but it didn't look like it for me. Hold on, let me turn it off again. What does that look like? Is it Five Maidens?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a dude.
Where do you see, dude?
No, I don't. The other icon that I had was a dude, but it didn't seem like it switched.
Oh, okay. Oh no,
Yeah.
or at least to me, it only showed the Five Maidens.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, you know, Hangouts.
Yeah, exactly. Like where I was playing earlier, and I tried to switch to the dude from my dude that I was the previous game, and it didn't switch the whole time. So I was playing the wrong dude the whole time. So now I'm just playing myself. I need to master
talking
that.
about dudes and what?
Yeah. Well, dudes and five maidens. Well, I like to change my little.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, is everybody back? No, I can clearly see the marks not back.
I'm walking back up to my office.
Oh right, you have the.
Yes, I'm probably dual engaged in your session.
Yeah. Is that the mobile app or you're on it in a browser?
Yeah, it's on my it's on the mobile app. I got it because there was a period where I didn't have like a microphone or my webcam, which I don't have my webcam right now. It's a piece of shit. But I use the app sometimes.
No, I don't have a webcam either. It just like built into my. I guess it's right there. Yeah. It's just there. There's a little green light. That means it's a camera. I don't even know where the microphone is. It's somewhere. It works.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I need to get a new webcam. I was looking at some on Amazon. So mine is so bad, so old.
Oh, you know what I have? It's
I never use it.
I haven't used it, but I have a thing called Mevo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought it because you can live stream on the Facebook with it.
Oh, cool.
I haven't used it yet. I mean, I got it for work actually, but it's like it's a pretty cool little camera, so I might try to just use it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, because this camera is getting really shitty because like you have to have a lot of lights on, otherwise it looks really.
Yeah, that's another thing. Mine's like pretty old, so whenever I use unnatural lighting, like light bulbs and things, it just looks so weird. And
Yeah,
I don't know. Unless I'm running a horror game, I don't think it's too necessary.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I want to get a good one. I say good, under $100, but I paid like 20 for mine. I want to get something a little nicer. So I can show my mug again. My laptop has a built-in camera, but I swear it stopped working like 2 or 3 months into having the laptop. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh no. Josh put a ghastly affair and I missed it. I'm too slow.
I miss so many good games because I get notifications like sometimes an hour late, like on things. I miss so many good games. I'm bummed about that.
Oh, that's too funny. And he doesn't usually record either. I would like to watch.
Call of Cthulhu one, so there's just that you know.
Do what?
So be ready.
You're doing what? Oh, you're running a Call of Cthulhu game.
Mm-hmm.
Please let me know before you post it or whenever you post it.
I just wanted to hit
cool.
enter, but I will remember. Okay.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I want to play more of that. I need to get the books, but I liked Ian's game we had played in, so yeah. We just have the one
Call of Cthulhu game up
constantly.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I didn't hit enter yet. I just copied from blah blah from during the break, so I will hit enter now.
Okay, I'm refreshing constantly.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is.
But yeah.
Wait, no, there it is.
That's his interest post. That one?
Yeah, the interest post, not the event yet.
Oh man, you got me first. I'm trying to.
Okay, now we can continue.
Yes.
All right, cool. Jeez, it's like a race. All right. Well, because I want to play more Ghastly Affair. That's why I was a little bummed. I mean,
that was so much fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a crazy game. All right, it's on
Oh,
my list. I gotta buy it because it's in my Amazon cart. I'm waiting. It's all the things I'm buying first.
I got the free PDF. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I have that. I hate running games if I don't have the book.
Yeah, same. It's like a weird OCD thing. If I have the PDF, I'll look at it, but it's hard for me to run it. Or
Yeah,
use it.
exactly.
I gotta have the book.
Cool. All right. So you are now in the interlude, as they say. Okay.
Quick, when are you planning on running this, Cthulhu?
What did I write? After the 26th. So that week, the last week of March, kind of.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work for me. Yeah.
Ooh.
Because
That's what?
I said that'll work for me because this coming Saturday, I actually have a bunch of people coming over to play some classic 1E.
Yeah, no
nice.
worries. Still some time.
Well, they fill up really quickly. She's a hot commodity on the OSG. All right.
I got a quick question.
Shoot.
Anybody here ever run Horde of the Dragon Queen, the 5e?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was about to play, but then it was canceled.
Oh, bummer. That's the
Well,
one
I've
where you
been-
killed Team Man.
I started running it last weekend for my son and his friends, or a couple of my
nice.
kids and his friends. But man, it is deadly.
Oh,
It is.
did you kill your kids?
No,
Seems
no.
to be a
I had-
repeating occurrence in your life.
No, the town militia made a couple of appearances, but
Right.
man, I got to nerf it really bad.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I think 5e is weird like that. It's like super deadly the first couple of levels, and then it becomes pretty hard to kill people.
Yeah.
Unless they roll just terribly. Okay, so the tower by the sea. Okay, arriving at the bridge, the winds have been following the players violently, rip themselves away and rush towards welcome. Okay, so let me just read this whole thing so I see. There's a lot here. I'm just going to read it to you. So basically, you're heading towards the tower. All right, so when you head on the tower now, just as you probably noticed on the map, my awesome map, you have to cross this like wind bridge.
Oh, is it an actual bridge?
Well, yeah, it's a bridge.
Oh, okay.
It's like made out of, it's like a, it's not like a regular bridge. It's like a, what would you call it when they put like a bunch of rocks in the water to make like a breaker, I guess I call it. So, but it's basically a bridge. So it's man-made, if that's what you mean. So basically you're heading on this thing and it's very windy. But basically you're able to start to walk towards it and you start to see like lots of lightning crashing in front of you. But you do notice how you noticed earlier that not all the lightning always hits the ground. Like some of it is being pushed away and it really seems like a path almost is being cleared for you as you're moving forward.
This seems to be the right way.
Yeah, and when you get to the tower, around the tower, you see two dead priests. They're lying on the ground. And you do see that they have like satchels over their side and they have the holy symbols. They're not wearing any kind of armor or weaponry, but they're like guards, but kind of more like a formality. So they're laying on the ground. They look like they've been
next to them and I loot them. Sorry.
Okay. So you loot them. I love that you loot them. It's like paladin to thief. Okay. So you look and in their satchel, each one has a like a potion basically. So you have two potions. They also have those holy symbols.
I throw the potions over to the druid because that's the closest to a magic user. What do we have here?
Yeah, so this is like kind of like a healing potion, except it will fully restore your health, but you have to rest for 30 minutes once you drink it, or it does nothing.
Okay.
So it's you can't just like drink it and be healed, but it does restore all your health. Like it brings you back to full, and you have two of those now. The priests have been electrocuted. You can see because they're all burnt up. There's a huge obsidian door at the tower, and it stands open.
Well, clearly we need to investigate that.
Indeed.
I think I would have my shield and spear out.
Okay.
And
So
I'll
let's-
approach for sure.
So marching order.
I'll go first, I think.
Okay. So
Because
One
the thieves want
was
to be
next.
up front right off.
Yeah, I would.
Lee would go second, I would think.
he's a fighter thief. So are you thiefed out or are you fightered out? Like, are you wearing leather armor or you got like armor on and shit?
No, just leather armor. He's kind of
Alright.
more of a tinkerer than really a thief.
Cool. All right, cool. So you're actually basically in the marching order of the way I see it across my screen, which is actually good. Which is good for me. Okay, so you enter the tower. Blah, blah, blah. Enter the tower. Players come into a large black foyer. To the left of the players is a tall staircase that winds itself along the walls of the tower, spiraling up far upwards into the tower. So basically, this is one of those towers that the stairs are on the inside of it, and it's kind of going up like this. You can see the stairways going all the ways up to the very top floor. So there's not like a bunch of floors. There's literally just where you are and then a floor above you that's at the top of the tower.
Up and up we go.
Okay.
I push the druid.
He just grunts and goes forward, yeah.
So now the thief is leading.
All right, so you guys start to move forward up the stairs. There's a staircase. This is all just like information about the building. So so you ascend, which is not a problem. You'll eventually arrive at the top and only floor, as I mentioned. The room is round throne room. It's a round throne room with a domed roof. At the end of the room, atop a platform, there are 3 chairs. The chair situated slightly higher than the other 2 is decorated with wispy stone engravings, finer and more detailed than anything that can be found in that. So basically, this is a really nice chairs. And on that chair is a woman. So there's 3 chairs, 3 thrones, I should say. The center one is slightly bigger and nicer, and on it sits a lady.
Is she alive? Can we see?
She is slumped forward.
Out of
She's about
character.
7 feet tall. Yep.
Did we hear something about? I think I asked about the officials, and you said there is no leadership
That's
kind
correct.
of in this. So
Yeah,
we're a bit not disturbed, but seems weird, right? 3 thrones.
Well, what they said
in-
was
like-
the maidens are the judges.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, so the woman seems to be around 7 feet tall. She's wearing a simple white dress. She has jet black hair. Oh, and deep black skin. And only interruption in the smoothness of her skin is several large passages of gray stone. Deep cracks run down her arm, and it looks as if the bottom of her dress and her feet have been dipped in concrete. Her chest moves up and down slowly in shallow, pained breaths. She looks up at you, and her eyes are tinged with fury of black tears.
And is she missing a finger?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can't
Looks
see from
like
this
the
far away.
disease.
Yeah.
Looks like the disease you told me about.
It is very similar to that sick man we described.
Right. Exactly.
The shield hammer speaks up and says, "Oi, what's all this then?"
Why don't you go find out? Try poking her, maybe.
She looks up at you as you guys come in the room with eyes tinged with fury and black tears.
I take that back. Everyone be at the ready.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I'll call out, hello, are you well? Are you all right?
Okay, so you stepped into the room or no?
Nah, from the doorway.
Ooh, can I attempt to hide in shadows? I don't know how that works. I mean, she's looking at me, so I suppose not.
So you want to dash off to the side and try to hide in shadows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little bit hard because she's looking at you, but
Well, it's gonna be hard anyway since my skill is ridiculously low.
Yeah. But yeah, it's you could do it if other shit happens, like if people start engaging or whatever, then you can do it in a distraction, but not while she's just staring at you.
Okay.
So you yell out to her, and she looks at you, and then from behind the throne steps another person jumps out. They have wild white hair and a wry smile on their face. There's a weapon strapped on its back, which looks like basically a lightning bolt. And it jumps out and it says, "Greetings!" And then it does like a little somersault and kind of rolls towards you and says, "Took you long enough."
Ooh, we lost Mary.
Yeah, she'll be back in a second.
Okay.
She had a blue screen. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What does this mystery entrant say?
So he says, "Took you long enough."
Who are you?
He bows. And chaos.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
So he says to you, starts walking, and he says, "Yeah, it's about time we kind of take care of this problem here. We got it a long time ago. You know, I was fighting with my brother. And, well, we kind of teamed up a little bit on our sister here, and kind of broke her apart into 5 pieces, as you might have seen. She's Dream, right? And it was cool. It was fine. But you know what? We were fighting the other day, and I came down, and I decided to smash her out. So now we got her here. She's hanging out. I think we should free the rest of her." Oh, my brother doesn't think that's a good thing to do. So, yeah, they've been trying to kill you. But we've been trying to help you.
I could sympathize with having a brother you don't agree with a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass.
They usually are.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about this lady here? So this town's kind of been up in a tizzy since she left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he says, well, this is, a piece of my sister, Dream. And, yeah, she's been here for a while, but I think it's time we let her go.
So is she the one that's been bringing all the visions and nightmares to the people of this town?
Yeah, you could say that. She says, why don't you talk to her yourself? And then he like walks to the side of the room and then like walks like up the wall, and he's kind of like walking along the ceiling talking to you now. And he says, she'll talk to you but be nice. She's not in a good mood. Step forward.
Yeah, I'd step in, I think. Gripping my spear gets tighter.
Okay. So you start walking closer to her. How about everybody else?
I'll follow behind Colin.
I stay a bit back.
Kind of like being the equivalent of his wingman.
Yeah, I'm not getting any closer.
Okay. So when you two guys walk closer, she looks up again and grabs the armrest of her throne very tightly. Her eyes tinge with black, and she bares her teeth. The room darkens and purple mist begins to float in. So basically, you are transported into a world of nightmare and thick haze. And you see her standing in the middle of this land with 4 female statues behind her. As the wind howls, anger pours from her very being. She says, "Ask me what you may. I am the eldest sister, Dream.
What's going on here? Where am I?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she says, you are in the world of dream.
What do you mean, the world of dream? Am I dreaming now? Am I asleep?
Yes. And no.
Mm-hmm.
She says, you are in my domain, where I rule, where I should always be ruling. I need my sisters back.
But
I need to be whole. What's that?
You need your sisters back?
That's right.
How can we help get your sisters back?
Right. So what she tells you is, long ago, before man can remember, the three of us lived fine. Me and my two pain-in-the-ass brothers, Wrath and Chaos. One day they thought they were going to be funny, and they attacked me, broke me into 5 pieces, left me on the beach as statues. These idiots here have been worshiping me as a judge, which is fine. But I need to get back to doing what I'm doing. I need to bring the dreams to the people. I need for you to free my other 4 parts from those statues. I am getting weaker. And believe me, if I can't protect you anymore, Wrath is going to make short work of you.
So Sona was right, the half-elf pipes up.
Nice. Yeah, so that's what she tells you. So she says that
what is our next move to expedite this as quickly as possible?
she wants you to break the other maidens free by destroying the statues.
At the temple?
Yeah, that's what she wants.
No problem. We've got this man here, and I pat the dwarf on his head. They're known for good stonework.
So is Chaos here with us?
You don't see Chaos right now.
Okay. Well, I'll ask her. What's in it for us?
Not dying.
Oh, come on. There has to be some more, huh?
Living.
Still more?
Well, I'm already alive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, for now.
So you think?
Oh, come on. You guys are gods. You have to do something for us. We're serving you somehow. Am I right? Stone.
I mean,
Okay, so suddenly you're back in the room that you were in before, and you do see Chaos on the roof, and he's kind of pacing back and forth.
Hell.
And he says, so? And his hands start to like sparkle like with lightning. He says, do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Do we have a choice?
Your sister told us you had something for us. Something about some gems.
I like you. I like you. I do. Yeah. I'm gonna kill you last. Right? Is that the?
Oh my God.
It's very generous.
Yeah.
Well.
So yeah, he's not offering you shit. Do or you don't.
I look over and wink at the thief. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, wink back.
So you hear like a massive thunderbolt hit the building on the outside, and he says, "Oh shit." He's like, "Dream is weakened," and you look over and she's fully slumped over. He's like, "She's not gonna be able to protect you for much longer. You got to get her to that temple before shit goes down."
We understand. We're on our way. And the half-elf walks fast to the exit.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Cool. All right.
This guy's right in line with my own personal philosophy.
Yeah, I'll be the last one out, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you start to head down, and as you're kind of leaving this tower, it's a raging storm happening outside, and you see The two priests you had met earlier are Argus and forget her name now. Sorry, the female priest you talked to. Let me just get her name. Sorry. She
Soon.
is-
What is it?
Yes, no, that's the sailor.
Yeah.
The priestess is named
Where's she at?
Pulse
Pulse
Storm.
Storm. Pulse
you,
Storm.
you see Pulse Storm and Argus, right? Or Arcus. You see them outside. They're like looking at the dead bodies on the ground of the that you looted,
As
and
we're
they say,
walking. Sorry.
yeah, and they see you and they're just like, oh wow, what's happening? What's happening? The storms are getting worse. I thought you were going to help.
I say to the others, whispering, maybe we can still get those 200 gold from them when we're finished. We kind of did the work, right?
Yeah, so let's
So,
take
the
a
city's
moment
going
here.
crazy.
We need to get to the temple and break out the other parts of Dream. I guess
What?
destroying these stone statues somehow.
No, you can't do that.
No, why did you say
I,
that?
I stomp on his foot while he's talking.
I stomp on the other one.
Just, no. We need those statues to judge and to keep peace. You can't
No, no.
destroy those statues.
My companion here misspoke. We just need to go see the statues. You guys wait here, and we'll go save the day.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
Mhm.
Do you mind if I ask? You gotta break our statues. That's for damn sure. We need
No,
those
how
statues.
No,
The sleeping
would-
sickness is going to get worse if you do that, and we're
why
not gonna.
would we do that?
I
How
don't
would
know.
we even do that? I don't even have any, and I start like hiding all of my chisels and like behind my back.
Yeah, they're looking at Lee and they're just like, "What's happening here?"
He got hit on the head. You know, we were they were in the orphanage, and we had some trouble there. And he was hurt badly. I mean, he has that bump on his head now, and that's not good.
And then I start doing the drunken monkey routine.
So they say, no. We need to capture the maiden. We don't need to
Yeah.
free them.
Hmm.
Well, she's certainly not in the temple.
It wouldn't hurt to check.
I was just there.
I'll look at the dwarf.
Oh yeah, I'm on board.
Just wait here. We saved the day, like he said. Just
Yeah.
wait here so you don't get in the way of trouble. We're taking care of this.
Yeah, we've come a long way to help you guys out. So why would we steer you wrong at this point?
Yeah, we want the money. And it sounds a bit troubled and actually sad as she says that.
Okay, we'll go back to the temple, and when you figure this out, let us know.
Ugh. But the statues are outside, right?
No, they're inside the temple.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no roof on that part of the temple, but they are inside the temple. So they turn around and start going back towards the temple.
Well, can I yell at them? Hey! Your maiden is right inside. You should maybe go in there and keep an eye on her, and we'll go. She told us to go up there, and we had to do some stuff, magic stuff.
You saw her.
Yeah. She's right back there.
yeah. We
Show
didn't
me
want to
the-
tell you initially because she's not in good shape, and we still have to take care of some stuff.
Well, show me.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want to go in there.
If you lead the way, we'll go.
Tana look to the group and say,
Damn it.
do you think we should just send him in there by himself?
No.
Yeah, they're not going out there without you. You get a very strong feeling they're not going to.
Lee,
They want you to go.
Lee doing the Jackie Chan style drunken monkey routine says, "Sure, I'll take you out there. Come on."
Good.
That way, it gives you guys time to.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't trust you now.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said you were going to destroy the statues. They're a little bit on edge, so yeah.
If only I could do a deception check.
Hold on. Yeah,
If I was
what
going to
about
destroy them, why would I take you to the maiden?
we just we say we all go, and when they go in, like they go first with Lee, then we just close the door.
Okay, you try that.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All
We
right.
can let out Lee later.
I can take care of myself against a couple of clerics, maybe.
Cool. All right. So you guys all trek up the stairs with them, and when you open up the door to the throne room, Lee, to show them where she is, you open the door and you don't see her. Well, you see her, but they don't see her. They say, "There's nothing in here. The space is empty."
No,
And you can clearly see chaos, like smiling and laughing. And they're just like looking around, and they don't see the thrones. They don't see nothing. They see an empty room.
But they are inside.
Well, they're standing in the doorway. Yeah. Do you
I
wanna
push
them?
them. Boom, and
Yeah.
close the door.
there you go.
Okay.
Yep. You shove them in and close the door.
Oh my god. Okay, make a backstab.
And
So plus 4 to hit.
A what?
Do like a backstab attack, plus 4 to hit.
Okay.
And they're not just wearing regular clothes. So unless you're
That
rolling
would
shooting.
be. Hold on, do I have a? Oh shit! With my blue screen, it closed everything here. Sorry,
Oh.
just a sec.
That's okay. You only need like a not much.
I've got a 15
Like a s-
already, but I don't know if I have.
Oh, that definitely fits.
Okay.
yeah, you should
not
have
very
plus 4 on top of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not wearing any armor. So you're supposed to be like
Okay.
yeah, as a thief, you only need a okay, that's one. Are you pushing the other one, Mark?
I'm
Oh,
pushing the other
absolutely.
one. Yeah. Oh,
Well, you can't push them because you're inside the room. Wait.
Okay.
And as I'm pushing him, I'm going to shout into the quote unquote empty room. If you want your sisters back, give us a hand here. Throw us a bone.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
And that's a 10.
Okay, that should hit.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
they have 9 armor class, so that hits them. Cool. So you barely push them in. All right, so you're able to push them in, and you close the door, and now they're in the room with Lee.
Yeah, and I like take some. I don't know. Do we have something to spike the door or put a
You got a whole
wedge
bunch.
under it? Oh, I just take. Do I have a dagger? Honestly.
I have some rope.
Yeah, rope. We can't bind the door. What are we playing for
Yeah.
swords?
What do you
I
got?
take
How
my
do you want
dagger. I have a dagger. Yeah, I wedge my dagger under the door and block it.
But the door opens in, right?
Daniel,
Door opens in.
Well, no, but wouldn't the door open in at that point? You're at the top of the stairs. How could it
I don't
not
know.
open in?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I would think it would have to. I mean,
shit.
you know what? A roll of 50 chance, but I would think
So
I would.
So we tie rope to the ledge, and then
Yeah, it
dagger
opens.
the rope into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay.
Cool.
Then
So you tie rope around
Yeah.
the handles or whatever, and then you're gonna jam a dagger into the ground like a spike. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see that delays. I'm sure.
Or
enough.
if we wanted to be really mean, we could just make a tripwire over the stairs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it could be cool.
all right. So they immediately turn around and start trying to force the door open. Lee, you're in the room with them. And what are you guys doing?
Dude,
I'm booking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
running
All
for
right.
the statues.
Cool.
And I'm gonna keep the clerics occupied, however, whatever method that requires.
You do realize that you need to take Dream with you, right? I did say that.
Say what now?
You gotta take her with you.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Exactly. I said that. You had to bring her there because she was weak, and you would have to bring her.
What do-
Okay,
what
good.
do we
she's
do?
in the, you can't. You need
We have-
Dream. You need the girl that's in the room.
We need to
Okay.
bring her with us.
Yeah.
Do
I like.
Oh!
that. Yeah. That. See, I
I
let you do it
didn't
anyways.
hear that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
GM, do I
Yeah.
see Dream?
You see them,
Do I
yeah.
see Dream?
100%. You see her. She doesn't look very good. She's slumped over.
All right.
You see Chaos is laughing hysterically at this whole process of the priest not trying to get out. You guys are on that. He's super excited about this whole event that's going on right now. The priests aren't very happy. They're trying to force the door open. And you guys are running down the stairs.
All right.
Cool. So are you just going to head towards the temple? Like, what's your plan?
Yeah, that was the plan. I mean,
But just a moment. We can just destroy the statues, then go back, let the priests out. Then it's done anyway, and then we bring her. No.
She needs to be there when you break them because they have to rejoin.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
So you're like running down the stairs. You're like, all right, so we're gonna. Oh, hold on.
Shit.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
All right.
So Chaos is laughing so hard that he can't even speak. He's like,
yeah, quickly.
All right, yeah,
I'm
back up the
I'm
stairs.
going to try to do that and knock these clerics out. This is not kill strikes. This is.
you're gonna attack the clerics.
I'm going to attack the clerics and knock them out so we can get.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Hardcore, buddy.
All right,
Yeah,
you
if the
gotta
jam
punch
is hardcore, we have to do hardcore things.
I said that
Very
you're.
true. Very true.
What are monks lawful? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit him in the back of the head. All right. Go ahead.
That's why I'm only attacking them to knock them out, not to kill them.
Put him in a figure 4.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, hold on. So you're doing a. Let's see, that's something.
I don't think there are rules for that.
Probably not.
No, there is this. Yeah, subdual. There we go.
Yeah, subdue. That's
A weapon may be used to beat down rather than kill an opponent. When the player desires, damage inflicted by a character can be composed as half real damage and half subdual damage. Subdual damage does not kill. So basically, you roll your attack and damage, but they only take half real damage and half subdual. So you can kill them by mistake. Yeah. Or you can grapple them, but there's 2 of them, so you're probably not going to do very well there. That's up to you, though. If you want to try to hold them, it's just going to be more difficult because there's 2 of them.
No, I want to try the subdue.
All right. So go ahead and attack them.
With unarmed, do I get 2 attacks? No, just 1 attack, right?
Just one attack, yep.
All right. I have a 16.
Well, it definitely hits. Go ahead and roll a d6 for damage.
4.
4?
2 actual damage and 2.
And 2, yep.
2 subdue.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so I let you sneak attack them there. So go ahead and make an initiative roll because they're going to spin around and they have like under their robes like a dagger or something. Everybody targets it.
I got a 5.
Okay, you're going to go first. Go ahead.
I got a 12.
That's probably still going to hit them. Yeah, they don't have any armor on.
They
I'm
have
opposite.
they're armor class 8 too. Okay.
Yeah, they're armor class 9
9.
or whatever it is.
8 or 9.
Yeah, 9.
3 plus 1 again. 4 again.
Cool.
2 damage, 2 subdue.
Okay, the first guy is actually down, probably unconscious.
Okay. All right.
The next guy is he's like freaking out. He's like, what the? And he's gonna try to stab you with his dagger. I guess. That's really 15. That should hit you, I think.
Yeah, I'm just an armor class 8.
Yeah. He does 4 points of damage with a dagger.
Oh.
He stabs into you. And he's like, heathen! Chaos is laughing so hard right now that you can barely hear anything. He's enjoying this too much.
What a fucker.
All right, so go ahead and roll initiative for the next round. You guys are running back up the stairs, I guess, at this point. You got a 4.
I got a 5 again.
Nice. Go first.
And
You're still trying to subdue, right? Yep.
Yeah. Doing the subdue. I got a 15.
Nice.
And so that's ouch. 6 plus 1, 7.
Oh, no. Okay. All right, he goes down, dead.
All right, okay.
How much innocent blood are we gonna spill
Oh
today?
my god, you just killed one of the clerics. Okay, so you guys open the door back up.
Yeah, we killed children.
So so you open the door back up and you see that your monk friend just finishing off the the cleric.
Like, what the hell? Oh, we got to dismantle. We have to dismantle our impromptu
Yeah,
door
exactly.
jam first.
Yeah. You're like, I'm doing. Oh God.
Yeah, I'll spear the roof.
Oh my God. Okay.
We got a bleeding monk, but that's all
Yeah,
right.
I'll just jump over the monk or the.
For his previously lawful, honest candor, he kind of flubbed everything up. So I guess that's the price he's paying.
Yeah, you got a little stab there.
Yeah.
So you're bleeding out a little bit. You get in the room and you can see that that Dream is like slumped a bit on the chair, and you're gonna definitely have to like support her. She's 7 feet tall and pretty much made out of stone, so she's not very light. Chaos, of course, is laughing, and he says, "Well, I'm gonna go join the rest of me," because he's just a shard of Chaos. I probably didn't say that. And he's like, "I'll see what I can do about helping you guys out." And then he basically disappears in a loud, like, thunderclap. And now you're in the room with this semi-unconscious dream god shard.
So I'm just gonna run up and grab her and
Yeah,
say,
it's 7
we've
feet
got a
tall.
family reunion
What
to
is
get
her,
to.
what is her weight? Since she's like half.
Yeah, she weighs over 200 pounds.
Oh
It
my
says so.
We got
Yeah, you
we got to do this together, guys. Gal.
Yeah, it's gonna take a.
Shit, everyone takes a limp.
Yeah.
Basically.
This is gonna look great
Oh
running
my
through town.
God. And nobody else can see her.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. All right, so you guys are carrying her down the stairs. And okay, so where are you going? You're going back to the temple? Just straight.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Finally.
Straight
Okay.
back.
So you're running to the temple. Oh, yeah. Let me see what you may or may not encounter. Carrying the maiden.
Lord.
All right, you're carrying it, no problem. You're totally fine. Okay, so you're running through, so you're going to go past. Oh, of course, now that the dream god is no longer preventing Wrath from doing shit, like the storm has gotten crazy terrible, and lightning's just striking everywhere. And you're going to go past, I guess, 8. I don't have a choice what to go past 8. Okay, so 8 is. Okay, so you're going to run through. You're running through a fish market, and you see. Holding the various limbs. Oh, interesting. Flash wolf. 1. Okay, so basically you're running past the fish market, and it's in disarray with monsters attacking the stalls. There's 4 of these things. As a player approaches, a merchant runs up to you, and he says, as you're carrying this thing, he says, "Please, my life savings are in my stall, but those creatures are destroying the place." So he's asking you to help him kill this creature.
I'm sorry. Life savings, did you say? And I drop a foot.
Okay. Hold on, no, I rolled that wrong. There's 2 of them. Okay. Created by the god of wrath, flash will appear in the outline of a bright white light. So it looks like a wolf, basically, except it's made out of lightning. And you see them trashing the place. And there. So what would you like to do? Do you want to stop and help, or do you want to keep going?
What do you think, guys? Should we just stick to the
We gotta get
mission?
Dream to the temple.
Yeah, I think we gotta keep going.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
you shall leave it.
reluctantly pick up the foot again. And
Okay.
But I think once we do this, that'll stop all this other nonsense.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
exactly.
yeah.
I hope.
Cool. All right. So you run past that. I think that's good for you. It's weird because there's all these encounters that are in the module that happen, like if you go past certain areas, but if you're going back to the temple, you literally don't have to go past most of these things. gotta go past that one though for sure. Oh, and then the hospital. The hospital has been overrun with patients who are being attacked by monsters.
Oh, good,
Nurses and caretakers are trying to calm any patients they can to keep them from running into the streets. So there's basically patients running around. You have never been to the hospital, so you don't know, but there's a lot of insane people in there. So they're basically running around flailing their arms, and you definitely see some more monsters here. You see ooh, flesh worm. Sounds interesting.
Oh my god, that sounds bad.
Yeah, that sounds like a good thing. Flesh
Yeah,
worm.
we can't take care of all of their shit.
Yeah, so you see
Right?
some flesh worms, which are are akin to gigantic 7-foot-long maggots. So you see two of these things like, eating people, and on they're like fighting the caretakers of the hospital while they're like trying to eat patients. Oh my
Focus,
God.
people, focus.
They use their
Run.
7-foot maggots. They use their tiny jagged mouths to bite prey and their straw-like tongues to suck down decomposing flesh.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, that sounds good. So there's basically people screaming as these giant maggots are eating them. You're just gonna keep running?
Yes, we gotta get. It's the only way to stop this.
And right now, everybody's thinking, "We're glad the paladin's not alive."
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now is a good time to not have the paladin.
Okay, so I think that's the only thing you have. Okay, so you run full speed up the steps of the temple, leaving behind all the townspeople that are being killed by monsters.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah. And okay, the temple, Act 3. Arriving at the temples, the players are offered a short break before entering. Interesting. So I should offer you a short break. I guess you get to the top of the stairs, there's not much going on. So if you want to do anything before you enter, you don't have to walk right in. Like, there's no combat happening at the top of the stairs, is basically what it's saying. So you're standing on the steps of the temple.
Well, since
Sure.
I can't smoke, my character will.
Okay. Depending on what they play, choose a free in case of
If you got them, right?
Oh, is anyone low on hit points? Maybe we can use one of the potions?
Well, you'd have to wait half an hour. I don't know if you have that much time.
Fuck. Okay.
There's no monsters here right this second. If you have like a healing spell or
I say just run in, get Dream in.
okay, so you're basically holding this giant woman.
I'm feeling bad about my candor here, so I'm trying to make up for it by getting everybody to motivate.
Right.
And let's get this done so we can save the rest of the town.
Are you sure you're not feeling bad about killing the cleric?
Miserable wretches that they are.
You totally beat up a cleric who barely could fight.
Might be a little guilt there, yeah.
Yeah, I think a little guilt still is happening here. Okay. Okay, so basically you're standing on the steps. You're catching your breath. You're like, oh man, we got to get in here and do this. We got Dream, and she's basically like, somebody knocked out. So if the players are helping the maidens, that's what you're doing, right? Okay, so what do you want to do now? You're standing on the porch of the. So I'll reread this part. Entering the temple, there's a plain stone antechamber. To either side, there are 2 wooden doors, and directly to the back of the room is a pair of gigantic metal gates. So those gates are that lead to where the statues are. Do you want to do anything before? You're basically in this like safe zone for a second. So what do you want to do?
I drop my limp and rush in. Do I have a proper weapon for that? Of course not. I already run in with my bastard sword out, turning it to the hilt and ready to smash whatever I see. Statuesque, of course.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and also your character hasn't been in here before, so for you it's new.
Yeah.
To the side, okay, so already ours is the metal gates to large circular room with no roof. So again, this room now it's pouring rain with thunder and lightning. So you basically run in this you're in this safe room and you open these gates and you run out. You're basically almost like you're outside again. Rain is pouring down. The air is heavy. No sense now. At the center of the room are 5 pillars placed in a half circle. Each pillar has a large statue of a woman standing on top of it, save for the pillar in the center. Each one's different. So basically, you walk in this room and you see the 5 or the 4 maidens, and everyone else is still standing in the chamber for a second, holding the other 3 limbs of this.
Well, we're still trying to drag Dream in behind.
Yeah, so you're gonna drag her. Yeah, because you need to have her in the room basically when you do this. Let me just make
Right.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have her in the room basically near her statue.
Near her statue.
Near where she would have been.
Near
Near
her
the statue.
pedestal. Near her
Yes, you guys have to
pedestal.
drag her over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lay her over
Okay.
the pedestal, and yeah, I'll start hammering away at a statue as well.
Cool. So you all run in there. Somebody roll a d6 for me.
I will.
Random d6.
It's a 6.
Cool. Oh, so you guys get to choose. So basically, there's a large crack of thunder, and chaos is aiding you. And you get to choose because you rolled a 6. You can have one of these options. Adventure is fully healed. So basically, everybody will be fully healed. And Adventure gains benefits of a night's rest, which would be only 1 hit point back if you were healing, but it would give back spells. 3d6 times number of players worth of gold rains down from the sky.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I can see that.
See, I want my spells, but the gold would be nice too.
Yeah, who must choose? We all choose?
You can choose together, yeah. Three of those shock beasts appear, but they'll fight on your side. All adventurers are granted a second turn anytime during the next combat. Just one time.
I don't know. If we're thinking meta, I think having his spells back would be. You already used what, a second level?
Yeah, I used my second level and one of my level 1, so I got one more level 1, and they're all pretty, not useful.
And I'm down to almost nothing in hit points. Healing, any kind of healing would be good for me, but at the same time, if we're going to be attacked by stuff while we're doing this, I'm sitting there thinking the extra attack would be helpful. More helpful than worrying about me.
I don't know. Character-wise, I vote gold, but player-wise, I would say probably. I mean, there's only one of us hurt, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
But he is a fighter kind of character, so.
So that could be really useful.
He's the closest thing to a fighter we have left. Well, I'm a dwarf, so I guess that helps.
That's true. I am.
So I would go hit points or
That's
gold.
Yeah. Let's go hit point.
Yeah, hit points.
Everybody heals? Okay. So anybody's hurt heals back. Actually, your character was hurt too, right, Marcus?
Yeah, I think I...
Not that
yeah,
bad, but you were hurt.
Yeah, I can get 2 more.
Okay, now everybody roll a d6 and let me know what you got.
Okay. Just
Okay.
1? Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6 each.
5.
1.
What a surprise!
Lee rolled a 4.
Okay, how about Mark?
Sorry, what am I rolling? I bet.
Just a d6, straight d6.
That's a 1.
Okay, cool. Stand by. Actually, somebody roll initiative. I think it's now. Who hasn't rolled initiative yet? Somebody who hasn't rolled.
No?
Mike, you
I
guys
didn't.
rolled.
Wayne
Yeah, it's your turn.
Or Wayne.
I think Wayne rolled already. I think it's your turn. So
Okay.
roll initiative. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
4.
Cool. Give me a second. I'm sending you something. Oh, I'm trying to anyways, unless I crash. Oh, I think I'm crashed. Oh, yeah, you crashed. Oh, there it is. I probably should have put a link to this.
Are you sending in Facebook or?
Yeah, I'm sending it on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't think I can send it to you here. It's a photo. Did you get a photo? Yeah, there it is. Okay, it's going to you. While that's going to you, let me read. Let's see. Oops, what just happened there?
Yeah, I didn't know if that's my computer, but yeah, you're green.
Oh man,
You're slimy.
Oh, holy
Boss
shit!
battle.
is it freaky? Because oh man.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
super freaky.
Hold on. If I leave the chat though, is it gonna?
No, that's
No, no,
cool.
you have it already.
That's cool.
Oh, I think my computer is completely crashing. Wow.
Uh-oh.
I hope you
man.
can see that on the video. That's cool.
Yeah, hold on. I wanna. If I restart my computer though, we're gonna lose the stream? Well, we'll find
No,
out.
you have like some time, I think.
Okay.
If
You
the
have
host
to be
leaves.
back in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Otherwise, it stops.
okay. Well, I will likely read that thing that I sent you, which I think you probably got. I'm guessing, and I will be back hopefully in less than 5 minutes. Wow, I'm all kinds of crashing.
Yeah, you can.
This
You
is
can
crazy.
You can see that on the stream. That's on the
Yeah.
stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Holy cow.
It's freaking out now. Yeah. It's
He's
just,
like totally
Yeah, how do I?
falling
All
off.
kinds of stuff's opening, and I don't know how to do. There's a way to like do like a auto. Well, I'm just gonna press the button. All right. Hopefully, I'll be back.
okay.
All right.
Bye. Oh, hold on. Restart sleep or shut down. Shut down.
Oh, only I got that. Oh, okay. Did you get something as well, or is it only
I think
me?
it's just you. Yeah.
Oh,
must be-
you will like that.
Can't wait.
Yikes.
Well, I guess I'll go have a smoke.
Yeah, I'm getting something to drink really
Nice.
fast.
Yeah, I'm using restroom.
Oh man, I hope he's back soon enough. Otherwise, I think he just has to start another event.
Yeah, he'll have to start another session, I think. Just call this part 1 and do a part 2.
Mm.
This is getting so good now.
It's like commercial break.
Right.
When you should really look into maybe getting another headset. I mean, it's okay, yes.
Yeah. What it is that the extension for the actual microphone isn't long enough. If I put it right in front of me, I'm able to hear me better.
Yeah, it's better, but it's not good. It's
Right.
like I really have to listen